Talk to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up?
Hey.
What's up, y'all boys?
Hey.
Danisha.
How's it going? How's it hanging?
Let's introduce our
Who's this little lady?
new guest.
Am I supposed to look at the camera?
No,
You're supposed to talk in the mic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Remember I said like kiss it?
Yeah. Kiss it.
Don't
My
stray
bad.
too far from the mic.
I'm Danisha.
What's up, Danisha?
How do you spell that?
D.
I feel like you're like thinking you're like in a spelling bee right now. And you're just like Danisha.
Danisha.
Use it in the
The only other Danisha I met,
Iridocyclitis.
they're all named with the E. D-E.
Who, you Arabs?
Other Danishas. No,
Oh.
there's actually no other brown girls I know that are named.
What do you have
Danisha.
there?
Marijuana.
Why don't you show the people at home?
you know marijuana is illegal.
No, it's actually not illegal.
It was.
Here in Florida?
Imagine how many people are in jail because of weed.
A
What do you
lot.
think? What do you think should be done about it? Like those people that were like put into jail for weed.
Oh well.
It should be pardoned.
Of course, yeah. Yeah. Weed for sure. Weed is just not harmful. Do you got a lighter?
Yeah, I do.
It depends, because a lot of people say that, but I don't know. I feel like it fucks up people's heads.
You think weed is a gateway drug?
Definitely.
I think I asked that
Yeah.
in one of these earlier episodes.
That's why I was like, definitely. Try to be like your voice.
So what do you think? It goes from weed to ketamine?
Oh yeah, we just, skip every level.
Yeah, when I told my mom I started smoking weed, she said I was going to do crack after that.
Really? I
Did
mean,
you?
it gives you those cravings, like those random crack cravings. Like you're just like, oh, I don't have no weed. I'm just go smoke some crack.
Maybe crack would
No.
do it. Maybe crack would get the job done. So when did you start smoking weed?
Wow, I was going to ask you guys that. You're not supposed to ask my question.
I don't smoke weed.
Actually, the first time I smoked weed, I was 16 at the Falls.
Falls, the
Yeah.
mall.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that.
I was going to say who I was with, but I don't think I can. But David was there. Actually, that's how I know you, because of David. I think I might know you too. I think I might know you too because of David. Yeah. I hope David watches this.
Yeah, David,
Yeah.
man.
I think I met you because of
he's
Gio.
ghost now.
Nah, I saw he goes to my gym.
Does he?
Yeah.
He's like super
Oh
swole.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's super soul.
Nah, David was funny because like he was one of Gio's friends that actually fuck with me. He'd be like, "Yo, what's up, Nick?" I'm like, oh, "What's up? You don't call me by my last name. I fuck with you."
You know, I have to stop calling you by your last name, because I always call you by your last name.
No one even knows my last name.
I feel like I'm the last man standing who calls you by your last name.
I don't think so.
Nah.
I
Well,
feel like I
others
have
out there.
to.
You don't call me anything.
I owe you a little bit more respect.
Just say,
now,
yo.
so I have to like call you by your first name. Do you mind that people call you by your last name?
Very much so.
You don't like it.
Remember we had a conversation about that? Like,
Yeah.
You never addressed it. So
McDookie.
stop. Don't say my last name.
Oh shit.
So wait, when did you first start smoking weed?
Like it depends, because I had like a renaissance of smoking weed, which I consider when I started smoking weed. But then like the first time I ever smoked weed was like in like school, like I think it was like 10th grade. Like I was in the bathroom. It was with Justin.
So it was
in the
it the
bathroom.
adult center
It was
in the adult
Justin.
center bathroom?
Yeah,
it
by
was
the
always smoked out
by
in
the
that bathroom.
automotive.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I started smoking weed at the tender age of 14.
Were you guys ever scared of weed or like drugs?
14? I thought you were gonna say earlier.
No.
14's
Nah, never really had a fear of drugs. Honestly, I've always had an interest, like a curiosity of them.
You never took
To
Dare?
be real.
Or Dare was just like,
No, that wasn't part of my school like curriculum. With the school that I went to, at least. No.
Yeah.
for real?
Yeah, no, we didn't do none of that.
So you're just like, oh, I want to try all the drugs.
Give me all the drugs.
Dare just taught you everything you wanted to do.
Nah, either way, I've always been the type to like try anything once, maybe. I won't knock it till I try it. And also, aside from that, I want to try things. You get me? I want to try new things. I'm not gonna take someone's word for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what really fucked
So
me
even
up?
if I did get the Dare program, that shit wouldn't have worked.
Nah, what fucked me? Like, I didn't care about Dare. Like, if anything, I knew about all the drugs already. What
Yeah.
fucked me up was I used to go to the public library all the time.
Wait, you knew all the drugs before Dare taught you the drugs?
Yeah, because I used to.
He
Cause I used
knows
to be,
things.
I know things.
He does know things.
Not because like
So-
I used to be on the computer, and like on the next to the computer they had like these pamphlets that's called like the truth about drugs, like the truth about ketamine, the truth about marijuana, the truth about cocaine, right?
Uh-huh.
And it's funny because it would be like these crazy propaganda, like scary ass shits that like scare the fuck out of you for like all the drugs.
But
And
it
it's
feels
like,
good.
but they would just show. They wouldn't say anything about how like it felt. They just showed like all the horror stories of drugs. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like some girl took ecstasy and she just like started eating glass, and I was like, I don't want to eat glass.
But see,
Yeah, fear mongering. It just make
Yeah.
you fucking.
also, we grew up in a time where like drugs were more taboo. Now it's more like, you know a girl that
Socially
does
accepted
ecstasy and she
in a
doesn't
way.
eat glass. But,
Yeah, because
you know?
you just get more exposed to like what actually like because people actually do that.
Also, times
do
have just
drugs.
evolved overall. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I mean, we're not in school. We don't know like what they're really like teaching kids about drugs nowadays. You know?
Nowadays, it's just
Yeah,
easy for
I don't hear much of the Dare program anymore. Like, is that even a thing?
kids
Still a
are
thing.
vaping at like 10.
I mean, if you're in,
Yeah.
if you're in your
We got
20s,
10-year-old nicotine addicts out here.
going to get their dual pods.
if you're in your
Shit.
20s and you're wondering what Dare is teaching kids nowadays, and you're not a parent, like I think you gotta reevaluate your life.
Yeah.
And you know what? Whoever taught me how to roll.
I mean, there's definitely a lot of things they'd have to incorporate if that is still running that program, because there's like newish drugs out there.
You know what's funny?
Like,
When I looked into the dictionary right one day, and then, like I looked up what drugs meant, and it said any narcotic, right?
yeah.
And then like my Dare officer, she was like, "Can anyone tell me what a drug is?" And I thought it was so smart. I was like,
A narcotic.
It's funny to Dare officer because that's exactly what you call them.
Yeah, there was a police officer.
And
that
it was
like,
like
Yeah.
one that always
It was
came,
actually
right?
it was
Yeah.
You remember
police.
her
It was police
I remember what she
coming
looked like.
doing that.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, I wouldn't want to be there."
Yeah.
No, but it's funny because like she's like, "Oh, what is a drug?" And I was like, "Ooh, any narcotic." And then she's like, "Wrong." That's I learned that in the
Bitch,
dictionary.
that's right.
I
Well,
always
what did she
looked at my-
correct you with?
She's like, "A drug is like any substance except food that changes the way the body works."
Okay, true. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, "So is popcorn a drug?" I didn't think that was food. Like I know what narcotic was, but I didn't know what popcorn was.
Does popcorn actually have an effect on you? Like on your?
Yeah,
Does it alter your
It
mindset?
gets in your teeth and you're just like really annoying.
And it kind of like chokes
No.
you, know, the little
yeah,
pieces? I
that
don't
should be
really
getting
like-
stuck in your throat like right
Yeah,
here.
but not gonna lie, like for some reason when you watch a movie at the theater, it just tastes better.
Bro,
Like,
it's so
tastes
it
it's
does.
it's the worst when you're eating popcorn and you know like there's still like remnants of like the kernels and shit.
Yeah.
So like let's say the little flakes of the kernels when they get jammed in between your tooth and your gum.
Yeah.
That's the
think-
worst.
I think the worst is when it gets in your beard. Because I would like go to the movies with my ex and then she would like I would be eating popcorn and she'd be like, "Yo, you have popcorn all in your beard."
You gonna
Like, it would just
finish
be, like,
Yeah,
everywhere.
that's happened to me
Gonna
too.
finish that.
That happens.
That happens to you? You get the popcorn stuck in
Your
your beard.
Yeah, that happened.
Damn,
Honestly,
you
if
got
I
you got a
grew-
fresh clean shave,
if
don't
I
you?
grew this out, I'd have a way better beard than a lot of guys out there.
Really?
Yeah. Because, you know, like the Indian jeans,
You
like
think
my hair
so?
would be nice and thick and black. Of course, you see the Dubai guys? No, you see those tapes.
You know what's funny? You know what is an observation I have seen? Girls like guys that have like those cut off beards, like that can't grow all the way. Like
What is that called? What's that
What do
style
you mean a
called?
cut off beard? A
like,
goatee?
like those little tiny mustaches and like those little tiny beards right here.
Talk to the expert about,
Or like
about this stuff.
peach
Right.
like peach fuzz?
Yeah, like because you know, like I was
Girls like guys with peach fuzz?
Wait, what's
Yeah.
a goatee? What's a goatee?
A
A
goatee is like
goatee is
the-
literally just your chin hair.
like here,
It,
like
it doesn't always have to be connected, but literally
it's not.
look at his beard and then take away everything but
Minus
his
this.
cheek hair and his
Oh, so it would be this part?
yeah, it's just this.
Oh, okay. So then what's
what makes you
this
evil.
part minus this part?
That's still a goatee.
And the people that have that bottom
That's
thing
a
you
soul
got?
patch.
Goatees are for
A
evil
soul
people.
patch.
Because if you notice in like movies
Soul
and TV,
patch.
everyone that's evil has a goatee. Like
Yeah.
like that like that South Park episode with like the evil Cartman. It's like evil Cartman has a goatee.
Yeah, goatee and like a little pinchy mustache.
Funny. I was watching South Park last night. They were talking about who's gayer. They had like a competition of who's gayer, and yeah,
In South Park.
yeah.
Was that a new episode?
Yo, I haven't
I
caught
guess
South
so.
Park.
I haven't watched it in a while, so I guess it was
Yeah.
new.
What season are they on? They gotta be on like.
They're in,
Have
like,
you ever seen the one with Michael Jackson, Mr. Jefferson?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
We had an experience with Michael Jackson. Well, I did. Well, he showed me. I felt things.
Whoa.
Whoa. Okay, let's get into it.
No, you know what's funny about Michael Jackson?
Huh.
Like, I used to think, well, I don't know. I always heard Michael Jackson like growing up, but like I was always scared of him.
Because of the negative things you'd hear about him?
Not because I saw the Threaded video. I'll take it.
Oh, you thought he was like an
I'll take
actual
one.
zombie out here? I'll take one.
Damn, I remember the day Michael
I did.
Jackson died. Honestly, I was at summer PE at Robert Morgan, and I just came home, and Michael Jackson died. And I don't think I'll ever forget it, whether you're like a fan or not. Like, I'm sure. Do you remember where you were when Michael Jackson died?
No,
I forgot when he died.
I don't remember.
Oh,
I forgot like
I just remember my mom like watching all the documentaries of like the doctor like every single day.
Yeah.
I knew all about it.
the
but I didn't-
doctor who supposedly allegedly killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently he was like the doctor for like a lot of like famous people, like Dan Bilzerian.
Was he the doctor that killed Kanye's mom? No, right?
That was a
he?
surgeon.
Yeah, that was a
no?
plastic surgeon.
Oh, that was a plastic surgeon. Oh.
Would you ever get plastic surgery?
Was that the same guy who was Anna Nicole Smith's doctor?
Didn't she die in the bathtub?
I think she died, overdose in the bathtub, yeah. She got high as fuck and took a bath. And I think drowned.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
I've seen a lot of movies like that.
Yeah.
Would I get plastic surgery? Probably not. I'm too scared of needles and like the whole going under thing. You just like couldn't pay me enough for it. I'm okay with what God gave me for now.
Oh, what
Yeah.
God gave you.
For now, yeah.
But
You want to be a star, don't you?
That's true though.
you gotta get the ass and titties if you want to see Magic City.
Would you want to be an Instagram model? Like a
Never really put much thought into it. Probably not. I probably wouldn't. I don't really got the.
goods?
I don't.
Got the goods.
Shit.
You want to be a
that's
star,
how you
don't you?
feel?
I don't know. I was just finishing.
Have you thought about
You
being
got the
Instagram?
goods.
Well, you are.
He is
Instagram.
you are an Instagram
model, and you talk like one too. So
I
you
talk.
Are.
How do I talk like an Instagram model?
I remember I was talking to Gio one day.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
And I forgot what the fuck. Like I think we were talking about how sometimes you're hard to reach for like people who aren't so close to you. And then Gio's like, yo, that nigga went Hollywood. He's an Instagram model now.
He's like, yo, nigga's an Instagram model. He
That
don't
might
talk
have
to
been where it
nobody.
came from. Yeah, that might have been where all this stemmed from.
Yeah.
Do you guys think I'm an Instagram model?
Oh yeah, you're Hollywood,
Am I?
but like, you're Hollywood.
Nah, he knows. He knows all.
Hollywood.
He knows all about it because he was there to witness like my assholeness, like
Yeah.
my transformation.
His
Where you became a
transcendence into
diva?
this monster
I was.
that I low key took part in creating.
He did create it. Well, you didn't create. You took part in it.
Yeah, I took part in your creation.
But now I'm back, and now I'm humble again.
Like I was like in a lab, if not the main scientist, the mad scientist, and you're like in a bowl, a steaming bowl or something.
No,
it's a lie.
I was like in the tube, like
Yeah,
like in the water.
the tube.
So a
In the-
quarter
in the
your
pod.
ethnicity, a quarter your ethnicity is Santana, is what you're saying.
Whoa, what's that? What's that?
like
Black Magic Woman.
yeah, I used to play that in Guitar Hero.
Yeah, I love that song.
No, but would you ever be Instagram famous? Like, would you want to? Because I know you don't.
What I
like to be
want
famous.
to be, I guess it'll be cool, but for something, not necessarily for me as just as a person.
Like taking pictures.
Like if
real
if something like
Tarzan?
if my photography was famous on Instagram, or if like my art, you get
but
me.
Tarzan is a model.
But I
he
wouldn't
takes
want to just be
pictures.
some
I feel
guy
like he's
that
fake. Is he fake?
Tarzan.
I don't know.
Like his
some-
muscles are
Who you
fake.
talking about?
Some of the stuff he does with the animals, like I
Oh,
just feel
the
like,
real
Do you
Tarzan?
guys want
Yeah.
this? No. Oh, okay.
No,
No?
just let it sit there. The real
You don't have to put it
Tarzan.
out.
I
No,
don't
I'm-
fucking know. What do you mean by fake?
Damn, you're trying
Yeah.
to
Like a
brand me?
phony?
I should put that in another button. He's a great big phony.
You fat phony.
I don't know. I just kind of feel like he is. I feel like what you're saying
I
is
feel
true.
you.
Like,
Nah,
he's
but
not
you
a
know
model.
he got arrested
You know what?
for
I
like
can't really like.
he got arrested for fighting a burglar on his own property.
Yeah. Well, it technically wasn't his property. He was living there with permission of the property owners, I guess. So, but regardless, I feel like that whole thing was like a big plot against him for whatever reason. That doesn't even make sense, but it seems that way because he should be innocent. There's no reason he should have been on house arrest or nothing like that.
I won't. No homo, but he's body goals.
He's body goals.
Yeah.
You're so high.
No homo.
Here.
Yo, he is really fit actually.
Thank you for drugging me.
You're welcome. Good content.
Oh shit. You all right?
Hold on, let me go check.
Oh man.
I feel like we're gonna have so much fun.
That's how you check the time. We're
Careful
gonna have so
now.
much fun.
No, I feel like we're gonna have so much fun that we're gonna be here for like 4 hours. Cause if it's like an hour,
I didn't know that was 15 minutes.
Nah, I got the
It's
timer handy.
Oh, for real?
Not really,
That's
but
efficient.
that's
Stopwatch.
that's efficient.
You know what I love? You know what's one thing I love
Uh,
about like life and like living is
Put
just
a
like
stopwatch. Do you want me to put a stopwatch?
yeah, one.
Yeah, I got you. You know, your iPhone actually has like a lot of tools that help you in everyday life.
You know what's
You guys
funny?
know that?
In my head when you said that, I was like going through levels of like how I could have said that, and I was like rude, less rude, not rude. Oh, this is a decent amount of not rude. And I was like, oh, here it is.
No, be as rude as you need to be.
No, I was just
Be
kidding.
unfiltered.
It's just funny like how I was. like,
I think you're officially high now.
I'm seeing some stuff. I'm seeing like
Just saying things.
yeah.
This is gonna be the video that gets the most views.
You think so? Like Elon Musk. Yo, I hated Elon Musk's interview on Joe Rogan. He's such a nerd, bro.
Yeah, I like it though. I like it.
I didn't like it. He's like, the pit. We built a pit,
Yeah, he's
It's like a pit.
interesting. He's real
Put a pit.
interesting.
and he's like, how did you be
I'm
able
not gonna
to?
comment on Elon Musk.
Why?
Why not?
You don't want to go to Mars?
Yeah.
I'm there.
Yeah. I'm just
Mars
not-
right now.
You think he'll buy me titties?
He can buy you everything.
Oh, okay.
Yo, he's probably super. Would you guys ever
Elon
drive?
Musk.
You know what? Like something I wanted to do like all my life was like learn how to like make automotive like cars that run by themselves. But he beat me to it. I think I'm good.
Electric cars.
Yeah.
You could start working on flying
Imagine
cars.
if you did that before Elon Musk.
Electric cars. No, but you know what it is?
What is it?
I'm trying to remember like what they said because it's like with what is a flying car? A flying car is this driver is like flying in 3D space because it's like regular cars drive on 2D,
Mhm.
cars drive in 3D. So it's like what is a 3D car? Underground train.
It probably looks like that new Mercedes Benz if you've seen it. that
You
new, like,
lost me.
prototype car.
Which
Have you
one?
seen
Oh,
there's like
no.
a new prototype car, and like it looks like it's flat, and the whole thing is like you can see right through it.
Like glass.
Yeah.
Like you're in a bubble.
I don't know. How do you feel about that? Would you like a car where it's just you can see you the whole time, like right through your car?
Anybody could see you.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't like that. That's
I wouldn't
fucking,
like that. That's
The
kind
thing
of
about
weird.
cars, like we were saying yesterday, is like things are like less personal. Like how many people be on the highway, right? And you can't say hi to none of them or like say anything or
You
make
can
eye
honk
contact.
at them and
That's
tell
not
them
true.
fuck you.
And they'll
That's not
bring
true.
a baseball.
Yeah.
Why is
Good.
that not true?
I seen a couple meet on a highway.
A couple what?
They met on a highway.
Oh yeah.
Were they getting a car
Yeah.
accident?
How do you
No,
know they
you know,
ended up a
like-
couple?
Got
Like
his-
a
got
guy,
her
like a
information.
cute guy. There's been like a cute guy that'll see you on the highway.
Oh, and you
probably,
you exchange numbers real quick.
Yeah,
like
or
during a red
hey,
light. or
yell out
something.
your Snapchat. Yeah, some
Yeah.
stupid shit.
Hey, what's your OnlyFans?
Damn.
on the highway.
What's your only?
Yo, what if
Oh,
a guy
shit.
said that like as a like an opener? Like, hey, do you have an OnlyFans?
I'll be like, no, but I can make one right now.
Really?
You should really look into that. Think about it.
Yeah, because that's what everyone's doing since.
Considering that everything's closing and that's what's
Yeah,
making
no
the
one
most
can-
money right now. Everyone's at home on their OnlyFans.
I mean, you got a subscriber right here already. A guaranteed subscriber.
You would subscribe to me, or
Me?
you were talking about Nick? Or you were talking
Yeah.
about-
No,
the
I'm-
world will never know.
Because I always subscribe to OnlyFans.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about that? Like, what?
You
All
should
right,
be a spokesperson. For
Feel
that.
about what?
I should, right?
Yeah, they should sponsor you.
But I just talk about it because I think it's funny.
I mean, and it's so like efficient. Like,
Not
when you
really.
think about it. No,
It's a
Why?
manipulation.
tell me.
Because
Taking your money.
you think you're gonna spend $20 or $30 on something, and it's like spend $30 on more Instagram because it's like what it is like girls they would like, oh, I don't want to put this on my Instagram, so I'll put this on my.
But girls are
OnlyFans.
making more of their money than through like other webcam sites, aren't they? From what I heard.
It's because they don't really know too much about those other sites and they're like less trusted. I think
and
OnlyFans
literally
is, like, popular.
OnlyFans is so simple to use. It's literally like using an Instagram.
Yeah, it's like it's you can trust it because it's not only for like nudes, it's for like other things too, like other like Cristiano Ronaldo has OnlyFans.
Yeah, we spoke about this, I believe.
How much is the subscription
For who?
for that?
It varies
You don't
on
have
what
to,
on
like,
who.
you don't even
on-
have to have it.
Yeah, you
like,
don't have
pay.
to charge people,
Oh, really?
but it varies. If you want to charge $100, you charge $100.
So if I
you
make
want
an
to charge
OnlyFans, I can
$1?
see content on there that's free. Oh, you were showing me something that like was okay.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Efficient. What's?
But do you judge guys that buy OnlyFans?
No, not at all.
What
I
about-
mean, do you subscribe to Snapchat premiums also?
Is
You
that
know-
what you judge? You judge towards
Yeah,
that?
actually, I do judge on
Like,
this
it
Snapchat.
depends.
It's the
You-
same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the same thing except it's more like not reliable.
Yeah,
The content.
That's why, like, are you even paying?
and the
attention? Like,
content
you're
expires on top of that.
Yeah.
dumb. Yeah.
Unless you screen record it.
I don't know. It kind of just sounds
Yeah.
cheap. It makes you sound.
I
cheap.
hear that Snapchat now notifies you if your snap has been screen
You guys
recorded.
use Snapchat?
Not only
still?
No,
screenshotted.
Snapchat's creepy.
No, I
There's-
don't. I don't
Do you
use none of
use
that
Snapchat?
shit.
There's a creepy guy on Snapchat. I have to delete my Snapchat. Actually, he called me.
Called you?
Snapchat,
It's so creepy.
That's why he's creepy. He
Yeah,
called
bro.
me.
How dare him?
Nobody calls my phone. He called me on Snapchat.
Yo, what a creep.
What a creep. Exactly. And then his shit is called like Jack of all trades with a bunch of numbers. If you have more than 6 numbers after your
Yeah,
thing,
shit
you're
gets
like
weird.
spam. Like that's a spam account. And
It's
then send me a
like,
picture
what,
of like
why do you have this like random sequence of numbers in your head, and what does it mean to you?
Hey, can I start the simp hour right now?
Yeah,
hey,
go
send it
ahead.
out.
One time I bought a OnlyFans. No, I bought a premium Snapchat from this girl and she scammed me. She didn't send it. Like she didn't have one. She just took $20 from me.
Damn.
And then she hit me up for an interview.
Damn.
She didn't know who I was. She was like, "Hey, can you interview
Did we
me?"
give her the interview?
I no, you know who it was.
I think I already know who you're talking about. Oh my god.
She probably knows who it
Can
is.
you put a sound effect for this?
Yeah, shit.
And then we didn't talk for like a bunch of months. And then she randomly hits me up like, "Hey, I had a seizure."
Oh
Yeah.
fuck.
Oh,
I don't want to get to the story, but
And you're like, so we can't hang out? It's like, nigga, I just had a seat. I'm in the hospital.
no.
Nah, I don't know. That sounds like she thought that one out.
I remember. Yeah. Why do you remember that? I don't remember.
Cause that shit was funny as fuck.
Oh, I told her like, "Oh, let's do the interview, right?" And she's like, "I'm in the hospital." She's like,
yeah, and you're
I was
real
like-
adamant about like
I was like,
linking up.
"Oh,
and-
you didn't bring up your makeup?" And she's like, "Nigga, I was brought here on the ambulance. Why the fuck would I bring my makeup?"
Yeah. That's hilarious.
No, but I hope she does better now. I haven't talked to her like since that day.
Speaking of that, did so and so finally move out here?
I texted her the other day, but
Selena Powell.
no, I texted her the other day. She's like, "Oh yeah, we're doing our thing." Actually, thank you for reminding
Reminding
me
you.
because I would probably not another day, another week. Nah, hell nah. She would not come out here, bro. All this coronavirus shit. She was like, "Nah, the coronavirus is coming, so it's here. I can't fucking do
It's
that."
not even. Yeah, it's here. It's not even that.
You can't run from
here.
that shit
It's
at this
not-
point.
It's just here. Yeah, you can't run. You can't run. You can't.
I have
hide.
so much paranoia right now.
You good?
Nah, but yeah.
No.
So guess what? It's
Are you
time for the
okay? No.
meme hour.
Oh,
All right,
man.
pull out your favorite meme. You know, this is how I wanted to do it yesterday, but it was just like a different vibe. So I would not have had this much. So I actually saw a lot of funny memes today.
I didn't do much
Twittering?
web surfing today.
I don't know. My
Tweeting.
favorite one right now.
No,
is,
I don't tweet. I'm not on Twitter.
Do you have Twitter?
Me?
The internet, yeah.
I have Twitter. Yeah.
She
So,
has
wait,
she
wait.
has multiple accounts of every social media known to man. She probably has like 4
That's
Twitters.
because I get locked out of everything. So
Why?
wait, you want to hear about my last Twitter?
Tell me about it.
All right. And
I'm just randomly. Why am I on Twitter? I get so distracted.
So my last Twitter. I
scrolling.
lost a lot of good content. I had that Twitter since like 2012, 2011.
Remember the new Twitter, the old Twitter. You remember the old Twitter I made?
Nah, help me out. I don't remember.
Because I like I shouldn't. I feel like we're talking like regular. I feel like there's not like a bunch of people watching right now. Like I'm not gonna like cut this clip and put it on Instagram.
Yeah, you're like, hey, remember like
I'm saying a lot of personal shit.
I got my Twitter deleted because there was a tweet that said change your birthday to you were born in like the 2000s or something, like 2003. And I was like, and it'll make your timeline colorful. And usually I open up the thread and I'll read everything. But that day I was like impulsive. So I just went to my settings and I changed the year. And as soon as I changed the year, the whole shit went colorful for sure. But I was locked out. It was like, oh, you're not old enough to have Twitter. It was like caution sign.
Yo.
It was like real colorful.
Whoever posted that like definitely knew what would happen to these people. They did it.
Yeah.
Everyone, my advice is to delete your Twitter if you made it before 2010 or 11
Why?
or 2012.
But, like,
Wait,
that
if
had
you
the
made it
best
before 2012, delete it?
Everyone,
Why?
well, mostly
Why
guys, because they don't care about girls' tweets. But all guys need to delete all their tweets.
Oh,
I
yeah,
know
so you don't get caught up with some old shit
some,
you
like,
said.
Are you
or
talking about that
posted.
Joel Franco?
Yo,
What the fuck is that? Clue me in?
it's you know Joel Franco.
No.
Yeah.
He's like he's a Twitter personality and like
It's
does like
everywhere.
news and stuff.
Yeah.
It's so funny because everyone. Wait, was it you that was telling me about it? You were telling me about it, right? Like you're like,
I was
Joel
telling you
Franco.
about Playboy Cardi getting coronavirus yesterday too. I just wanted to squeeze that in.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. We were talking about the
Yeah,
podcast.
he did get that.
But Joel Franco, he like, I had talked to him one time. Like we had DM each other like once because I was like, I saw he was like growing, so I was like, oh, let me see what this guy's about. But then like, like you brought it up to me the other day. You said like, oh, he's like been popping. I was like, oh, let me check him out again. I never did.
Mm-hmm.
But I heard today
about the pedophile thing. Yeah.
Do you think they were really that bad? I didn't see all of them.
So I just saw like one tweet, but it wasn't like nothing serious. You could probably pull it up.
It was like about like saying like being behind a girl and screaming rape or something.
Yeah, but it was like probably some shit he wrote in like you said, like sorry, not coronavirus.
We're talking about Playboy Cardi.
You have to hold your breath for 10 seconds, and if you can't do that, you have coronavirus.
Bro, I have smoker's lungs, so
Let's see if I can do it.
I couldn't do it on a regular day.
I was trying not to smoke so I don't get coronavirus.
Oh, is that what you're trying to do?
I feel like in that
How does that
like
does that determine if you have it or not?
because then you get fluid in your lungs. That's what's like killing everyone. It's like the pneumonia. But that reminded me of like that Jubilee video. It was like the introvert and the extrovert were like silent hour and you lost. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put a timer. Who can be silent? Who can waste 2 minutes in the podcast?
Nah, let's not. Let's not.
And the listeners' time.
Let's not do
You're watching
that.
basketball. What are you watching? You're bored of this? Are you bored?
Yeah,
No. I just want to. I just wanted to watch.
He doesn't know him.
Yeah, he's like, oh, this.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, this Twitter shit.
Twitter shit.
No.
You used to be Fat
Fuck-
Man. No wait,
fuck
Fat
Twitter.
Man Faith. Fat Man Faith.
Oh yeah, I'm a Twitter legend. I admit.
Oh,
here
I remember
go.
you did have a Twitter like that.
I was fucking a legend.
Everything he does,
Twitter
he just tries to
legend.
be like me.
Did you guys ever?
Nah, not really, but
Yo, like, were you guys ever like always on like social media? Like, did you ever like Facebook and like MySpace? Like,
I was on
like, it?
MySpace. I was on Facebook. That didn't last too long though. The
Which-
Facebook,
Why? Yeah.
MySpace. I was on MySpace for as long as it was like relevant.
I remember you were always green all the time. Like, you're a little girl. Like, I would look through like
What does that mean?
Like in the messages, like on Facebook.
Oh, like active.
Yeah, like when you would chat. Like I remember she was
Always
always green.
green.
And I'd be like, who do I want to
Yeah,
talk? It would be
bitch.
like 12 in the morning, or like 12 or
Bitch
1.
stayed on the Facebook message.
No, I would. Yeah, I would just always remember.
Facebook?
Yeah, like you're like. It's so funny. I'm
Damn.
just like imagining like because you would never know this like unless we talk about it right now.
Shit,
But
it's
it's
like,
like
you're confessing.
no, I just
I gotta,
remember
like
I just
adjust myself in this.
You
I
never
just-
messaged. You never hit her up. Like sending
Yeah.
like a
I
little
don't know.
Facebook
Have you ever
emoji.
hit me up? I don't know. You
I don't know.
probably have. I probably like wrote you back and like probably just dropped off somewhere because like
You gotta
I'm
go
kinda
on her
cool. Like, I
Facebook.
just be writing shit.
I don't know.
Go on her Facebook and look at like her old photos and her captions.
Nah, you were like all over the.
I actually have some screenshotted in my phone.
You know what's funny?
What?
I would send them
one
to you.
too.
Actually, I have a good picture where you gave me a flower on Valentine's Day in
What?
Robert Morgan.
Oh.
That don't
And
sound like me.
But you
Oh.
picked a weed.
Oh.
It was
you
a
picked
weed.
a weed.
Oh. Oh,
That
dude.
sounds like me.
Yeah.
No, you know what's funny? He doesn't like post any pictures, so I'm pretty sure all the pictures that he posted on his on his Facebook were like
No,
just he was tagged in your
his
picture.
Facebook is all like, oh, playing poker. It's all like poker chip like apps, like posts. It's like spam.
Poker chip apps.
Yo, that's funny.
Yeah, I like online poker.
Yeah,
I look at my Facebook and I see like. I feel like we're talking like I like none of these people need to know what I was
I forgot like this is gonna go somewhere.
Yeah, man. It's
We gotta remember that.
Yeah, you probably gotta edit some things. I don't know.
That's why I didn't want because it just takes me like 5 hours to edit.
Nah, you don't gotta edit this shit. I think it's fine. I think it's
I've incriminated myself
Is
enough.
there anything on?
it's all been
we're chilling.
interesting
you know?
conversation.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
been all right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You guys eat seafood?
No,
Oh, okay.
I used to love seafood.
Wow.
What happened?
Now I'm on a diet. I see food and I don't eat it.
Oh, you're vegan now. You're
I'm a vegan.
you eat clean, don't
I'm
you?
vegan. That's for a GFX kid.
What's your
when he
favorite
doesn't watch
vegan
it.
meal? What's your go-to like vegan meal? Like, like quick.
Pop tarts.
Whatever the bitches like. Whatever the vegan bitches fuck with, that's what I like. You know.
Man, just going
Pop-Tarts, is
just
Pop-Tarts
going on
vegan?
dates and ordering a salad when I would damn near want to
You know damn well you
Talk
want a
about
fucking
that.
steak.
What?
I wanted to talk about that. Do you really order chicken tenders when you go out? Because you asked the
depends.
question, does it matter if like a girl cares what you order?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he said, oh, you don't care what you eat.
Yeah, Breezy
Yeah.
said, "Oh, when you with a bitch, you gotta order a bloody steak or some shit." and then that's when that conversation came up. I
It's
guess.
like she wanted to see you eat a steak, and you're like, no, she doesn't.
Yes.
Wait, a bloody steak? So
I
like
forgot
Like
how
a
exactly
steak.
it was worded, but he said like,
a girl wants to see you eat a steak. Like,
Something
you're a
like
man. You're like, oh, man, steak, eat.
"Oh, blood, drink, meat, flesh, eat."
real primal.
Oh, random fact: the blood in raw meat isn't actually blood. It's actually a protein called myelin that bunches together, and it's actually a clear liquid that it takes on the shade of the red meat. That's why it's red. It's not blood. It's myelin. Back to what you guys were saying.
He be knowing shit. He be knowing
You really do. You really do be knowing shit though.
I know things.
But, yo, that's
Good
really
shots.
interesting. What is myelin
See,
again
'cause-
exactly?
Good shots.
What are there any benefits to myelin,
Not really.
or is that like a self-defense thing that
Nah,
we do
it-
when we get chopped up?
When you cook, it's just the proteins in the meat. You know, like there's different proteins. You know, eggs have 47 different proteins in it. It has like the most proteins of like all food.
That's insane. That's insane.
You like the facts that you know, like.
I'm just reading them honestly. I'm like,
I know.
SpongeBob, like, what's the fact? What's the fact? What's the fact?
You got a fucking computer chip in your
Yeah.
fucking head.
Nah, it's just a bunch of SpongeBob's, but like me.
Yeah,
That's
just a
amazing,
bunch
yeah.
of.
That's exactly
make-
how I think in my head. That one episode, right, where they're all like filing shit and
Yeah,
burning.
I love that.
Yeah.
I always think like that.
Classic.
Mine all got fired, so that office is empty in my head.
He's like, what's his name?
Yeah.
Get it? Because like all of them, because all of them, like it's
Yeah,
like echo.
These headphones
I'm
put on
actually
my
getting like a
earrings.
fucking
There you
influx of memories of that episode. It was it's cause he cleared his mind.
fine dining.
Yeah,
and
fine
breathing.
dining. So that's all he knew. Like the best customer service, like 5-star.
Yo, I saw on
restaurant
Twitter,
shit.
like, because remember when Squilliam was just like being pampered by SpongeBob and he had all these arms, like everywhere, like everywhere.
Yeah.
Exactly what you're talking
There was one that was.
Nah,
so he was getting pampered.
I think the thing was there was a hand missing when he saluted him. So when you see him taking care of him, you only see 5 arms. But then when he did the salute, there were
Oh, okay.
6.
That's-
so it's
yeah,
like,
that's what-
where
that's what
was
it
the
was.
6th arm?
On his penis.
Probably,
I like the dirty
maybe.
SpongeBob memes.
SpongeBob is low key kind of gay. They make a
Is he?
little couple. You know, they slip in little things
Nah,
here and
They
there.
do.
Didn't he have a girlfriend at a point?
No,
No, I don't know. Why do I act like? Why am I sounding like an old person that doesn't know
Didn't
cartoons? You know what I hate?
Pearl.
I hate when people like.
bro. I think
That
we're
girl's
done
like
with the
16.
SpongeBob talk.
Nah, Oh, another fact: people gravitate towards SpongeBob because SpongeBob like is the personification of like like the child in you, while Squidward is like the grumpy person,
The miserable adult.
Yeah. But what was I saying? I was saying something else that was really important. I don't want to say that anymore. No, what I hate is when people mispronounce like names of like characters in shows. I don't like that because it's like you didn't hear him say his name. Like an Avatar, some people say Sokka like Soka, or like Aang is Ang, or like it's like you didn't hear, or like go, or like I don't know, like
I know what you're saying. I know what you're
I
talking about. Yeah, I get you.
Like Stewie, they were like, oh, the baby, or like Stewie. It's like,
Yeah, I mean, if I forget the name, I forget the name. But I feel you on that.
Just like mispronouncing it when it's like,
yeah,
I've never mispronounced a single like anyone before,
bro. And before like Art Basel got like real big and like, you get me, when it was just like some regular thing that we do type shit.
Oh yeah.
Before it got like all the fucking clout that it has now.
Art Basel or
Art Basel.
Art yeah, people say Art Basel, and I'm like, bro, like, are you like?
What is the right one? What is the right
Basel?
one?
It's Basel.
It's it's funny.
Yeah.
But I don't understand how
some people correct you like it's Basel. It's like no, it's Basel.
Yeah, it's not fucking. You probably just heard about this shit
from someone else
6 months ago too. At that,
yeah,
like
exactly.
we've been living this shit for a minute.
Remember when I saw you at Art Basel the first time I ever went?
You saw me at Art Basel one time.
Yeah, I saw you, and you were with your boys, and I was like, "Hey, Philo," and you're like,
I don't
"Oh,
remember.
what's up, dude?"
I don't remember that.
I remember because none of my friends want to hang out with me.
Damn, you were there by
It
yourself?
was with Alex. No. I was with who was I with? I think I was with who did I go with?
I don't even know when that was to tell you who I went with.
It's got a good memory too.
2015, I think. No, it wasn't my first year of college. Like 20, I think it was 2013. Yeah, 2013. That was my first Art Basel.
Yeah.
What? Have you ever been to Art Basel?
Yes, I have.
Have I seen you there?
Yeah, she knows all about the Art Basel.
Yeah, I went.
How was your first Art Basel?
It was really cool. I went on like a first day opening to meet
I feel like every time it's in town, you go a lot.
I
You go like
I went with Claude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember he went. I
remember I went 2 times in one day.
I don't like Claude.
Claude, what do you mean?
I don't like him.
You don't like him? Why?
Oh, are we gonna?
That's my brother. Come on.
I love Claude.
Oh wait, Claude. Wait,
John
yeah.
Claude.
Do you know who you're talking about?
From our school?
No.
From our
Talking about my brother, man.
Oh,
No, yeah.
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 No.
I'm about to say.
A different
Oh, you out of time, baby.
I like how you remember that. So
So yeah, he took me to that. That was cool.
Oh, you've known him for a while.
Who?
How do you guys know him?
How do I know him?
How you guys know Claude?
I grew up with him.
I don't know. Are you talking about the right
Since
Claude?
we were like
Yeah.
little kids.
I know.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I know Claude because Felix.
Yeah, I met him through you.
Yeah, you guys know Claude because of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Claude
cool.
doesn't know.
I tattooed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he tattooed him.
Claude's from Chirac.
He is.
Chirac. Yeah, he's from Chicago. Yeah.
Claude's not gonna watch this.
I remember I visited him
Probably
once
not.
Neither
out
of them.
there. Fun time.
Especially like, is he gonna really get this deep into it? I don't know.
Probably not.
Maybe.
Who knows? Why don't I ask him? Let's get him on the line.
So let's talk about California.
What's going on in California?
Do you know how much a round trip ticket is?
It's like $100.
$20.
$20?
29.
What?
They're like,
actually.
yeah, they're begging you to get Corona right
Yo,
now.
that's insane.
Really? But,
Yeah, by putting these like cheap flights.
bro, $20. Remember how much we paid to go to LA? Like it was like two. Like it was like $319. Yeah,
Was it?
it's $319.
Damn, $319
$30.
versus $29.
Right?
Shit.
I'm kind of getting tempted.
Let's go to Cali right now. Let's go to LA.
We'll bring the whole studio.
And then from there, let's go to Chicago. And
Are
then
you gonna wear a mask?
Yeah, the 6 feet
Nah.
mask. You know, actually, I was walking today and I was thinking, should I make 6 feet masks? But then I was thinking, like, all the masks that are used to make the brand of masks are probably being sent to the hospitals anyways. But I shouldn't think like that. I should think bigger. I should think more positive.
I just thought about that. They're probably all gone on the shelves anyways.
Yeah,
Mask are. Yeah, they've been gone like
I'm a
weeks ago though.
And right now, you can't get nothing shipped. So if you want to order some masks from China, they're not
exactly.
bringing any like.
And I'm a tattoo artist, so like I need gloves. And
Yeah,
everyone's buying gloves.
Oh
exactly.
yeah,
They
I was
don't
in the
even need
hospital
gloves.
recently.
But I got the
and they were
plug for the
running out of
gloves.
No way.
Yeah, they're running out of Band-Aids, gloves.
Well, that's the problem with their inventory. They should have done better inventory.
Yeah, but you have to think about all the medical suppliers. Like, all these hospitals are just trying to stockpile on them. So everyone's running out. What are you going to do?
Stockpiling on gloves. It's
You can't even buy toilet paper online.
Yeah,
They're just buying
so-
things. Are you getting bad vibes from me?
What happened?
I like how you can tell. No, it's actually a little better this time.
Oh,
It's not so bad.
that's so bad.
Hey, let's talk about like horoscopes. Y'all believe in that stuff?
Let's talk about the vibes that Danisha gives you
Nah.
and how they affect your.
What's
I'm
your sign?
a Gemini. I'm a Gemini.
I hate you guys. I made a painting of a Gemini. and
I'm not a
threw up on
Gemini.
it.
Why do you hate me?
My first
Nah.
tattoo.
Your rising
You
is a
did.
Gemini.
No, it's not. It says who? What the fuck?
Ooh, exposed. Can you do a sound effect for that?
I don't
You
think
out of
I
town,
have
baby.
one for exposed.
You out of time, baby.
How do you determine your rising and your lowering
Yeah, how'd you
sign?
know that? Did you just say that?
Your descending sign.
I just
Your
said that.
ascending sign.
No, it's because you can tell like by your aura. We're best friends, bro.
I'm not a fucking. I have Gemini vibes.
Yeah.
Nah,
No,
he's
fucking
too
dog.
much of my friend to be a Gemini. He's never two faced.
Yeah, man.
Like
I'm
someone.
one faced.
Okay.
No, but you're like.
Yo, you better not switch
a
up on me.
multifaceted person. Does that make sense?
You're a multifaceted person.
No, you as a Gemini.
I'm not a Gemini though.
What are you? Yo, isn't your birthday coming up soon? April 5th?
Yeah, that's my birthday.
I went to jail on your birthday.
You show off.
You know what's funny? I always do this to him. I mean, no matter where we go, I'm like, oh, because he doesn't remember my birthday ever, and I always remember his birthday. So
It
like,
used to be the other way around. This nigga never knew my birthday, and I did know his birthday like on the. You get me?
I
On the
can't
drop
forget
of
your
a dime.
birthday
But
now?
now I gotta think about it nowadays.
you know what's funny?
It's March.
Again, I
7th.
was thinking we were not on camera. And I was gonna say something, but I know
Yeah.
better.
Wait, I can't forget your birthday. I went to jail on your birthday.
You went to jail. Why'd you go to jail? Is it
Yeah,
sexual?
why did
Oh,
why
no,
did
no,
you
we're
go to
not- no,
jail?
Oh no!
When's your birthday?
My birthday actually just.
It did just pass, yeah. Wait,
What do you think I am?
you're a Pisces.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The fish boy.
Fish boy. What is that, water sign?
yeah, I'm a water sign.
Oh, you be crying.
Why? Just because it's water? I'm
You be crying. Literally, he texts me early. He's like, I'm in the studio.
Crying.
And then, a minute later, he sends another message saying, crying.
Wow.
And then he walks in. What was I listening to?
He's like Drake with his head down. Like,
Oh, which album? What's your favorite Drake
I want to say
album?
Take Care, but I don't think that's
Oh my God, let's talk about
it's
Drake.
it's between.
Yes.
You like Drake?
Oh
So does every other Gemini.
well, I mean, so does every other Pisces.
Damn, so I might be a Gemini then,
Touche.
because I like Drake.
You do? I thought you didn't.
What?
Yeah, no.
Nah, I'm a
Name
big
his
Drake.
name his 5 best songs.
Who am I to say what song is the best
I
song?
don't know. Yeah.
All his shit is
Remember
phenomenal.
in the
Goes by
Jubilee, they're
mood.
like, "What? All right, what's your best song?" And he's like, "I don't know my best song." It's like, well, that's so arbitrary because first of all, you don't know their songs at all. And then
Yeah.
you don't like. They,
Yeah.
How you gonna say my best
Like,
song?
you want him to just name it and like, oh, I like that song too. You don't even know the nigga's music.
Right? You don't even know if he makes music. He might be the
Yeah.
mole.
We should do our own. One of us has coronavirus in the room.
I want to say.
All right,
It was funny
so
with the
out of the
breezy-
three of us, drop in the comments if if one of us were to have coronavirus. Out of the three, which one would it be? Which one of us would it be?
I have such cotton mouth that I can't even say.
You're like,
That's like a hint
oh
right there.
shit.
Eh, You're not harmonizing with me at all.
Me?
No.
Oh,
All right, let's go. Let's get it.
So you took me out rhythm.
do you guys want me to be the okay?
Be the metronome.
Yeah, ready?
Composer, the maestro.
Ready? Yeah, go ahead. Drop it. Don't drop the beat. Yeah.
What are you doing? You're doing like swirly figure eights and shit. How is that gonna help?
I feel like we
us?
can tell our energy
You know
levels.
It's
what
like you're a raven for a
You
second.
know what I was drawing?
I feel like we can tell our
No,
energy levels
a
from that
dick.
because you're like way lower in energy than I am. Because I was like,
a dick.
You out here drawing dicks and shit.
oh, look at this. This is my We never even got to the memes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I didn't meme at all today, so
Like you know, again, I thought I were
yeah, it's lit.
Oh yeah.
I think I actually screenshotted that one.
really. Of course
Yeah.
you did. You're always trying to be me.
All right, let's not go there. Yeah. That's better left.
Unsaid. Oh, look at
Yeah.
this one, bro. I love this. It's fucking. It's Thomas and like Lightning McQueen, and he gets out of his skin.
Oh, yo, that's
But
so
look at the
funny.
way he walks. He walks like a
Yeah.
non-humanoid.
I think the Lightning McQueen is real disturbing.
I don't know if you can see it, camera. I don't care if you can't either. I'll catch Corona before I catch feelings again.
What the,
Period. Poo.
Look, this is a good one.
the fuck is wrong with my phone?
Which
This
one?
shit-
Oh my god. My asshole 2 weeks after wiping with Chipotle napkins because y'all wanted to buy all the toilet paper at the store. Yo, remember when we were tattooing?
Oh, this is a picture I was telling you.
Yo, remember when you were tattooing me and then
Yeah.
I didn't have napkins, so we used Taco Bell napkins.
Yeah.
And you're like,
I start wiping this man with Taco Bell napkins.
you're like, dude, you want to use this has tomato and beef on it. You want to put that inside of your body? I'm like, it's gonna go in there anyways. I didn't really say that. I said it now.
I only got no memes, but I got like this.
I have all the memes.
I have this 13-year-old friend. He's a badass.
Why?
Yeah.
Cause with the field of work that I'm in, I come in contact with the youth. You feel me?
He's like, there's a kid there. I don't know.
Wait,
Big Zoo. When he goes like Big Zoo, he's like, no, you're like,
Yeah,
nigga,
he's
I
just
gotta
my
go.
friend.
wait. Start all over. What? I'm
Yo,
sorry.
did you guys ever listen to My Chemical Romance?
Yeah, I
I was listening to them
But
today.
like,
I put them on
not
my
that I
story.
can name you a song.
You don't know a song by My Chemical Romance?
Maybe if no, like yeah, I know if I
Name their
hear
best
it, but I
song.
can't name the title of it. I couldn't name you.
You could just sing along to it. I
Yeah.
feels you.
You know what I mean? Comes on in every. Oh,
What about the
Bar.
Killers? You guys like the Killers?
oh yeah. of course,
They
yeah.
put me in my feelings when I was little.
They're good as fuck.
Yo, have you ever like not listened to a song because you wanted to save it for a certain someone and then it never happened? Maybe it happened, but it never happened for me.
Or like when you're with someone.
Like there's a song that's like super emotional, right? And you want to
Yeah.
like save it for someone so that when you do catch your feelings for them, it's like more intense.
No, I never been there. I'm
never
actually
did
having a hard
No,
time
I'm-
like trying to understand
Alright,
what you
'cause, like,
mean.
There was this out in like ninth grade. There was this girl. She was like the first girl to ever have a crush on me that I liked, right? But like, I went home and I like, listened to music and whatever, and I listened to like the Kingdom Hearts Sanctuary song. That My
Okay.
sanctuary.
Yeah.
My sanctuary.
You know, there's this guy,
Weird.
Sauce Walker.
Sauce Walker.
He sampled that.
Really?
Yeah, it was lit as fuck.
Sauce Walker or Sauce Walker?
Sauce Walker, I guess. But why do I gotta say Walker when I could just say
That's
Walker?
Because remember when I said earlier, I hate when people mispronounce people's
Yeah,
names.
but
Like,
yeah, I feel you. That was a perfect example.
not because
But-
I don't know if Sauce Walker and Sauce Walker are two different people.
Whatever. You
I just
knew
know Sauce
what-
Walker
you knew
goes
what I
hard
was
as
talking
fuck.
about.
No, but like I wanted to save that
It's
Sanctuary song.
called Ghetto Gospel.
Is it?
He
But
sampled the Kingdom Hearts.
I wanted to save that song for this girl, right? Because I like it would come on and I wouldn't listen to it because I'd be like, I want to save this for her, like so I can actually feel it
When
know,
you're in
more
your
intense.
feelings and just play it.
Yeah, exactly. But things never happen, so like I still don't listen to it. Just
I
'cause
guess
was
I
waiting.
feel you. I guess like when I'm in like my
Drake and driving.
yeah, when I'm in my vibe and my
Drake and
zone
driving.
and like
It's
it's
nice.
not yet time to turn up.
That's
I
what-
won't play the songs that I usually play when shit's like real lit. So I guess I know what you mean.
What about you?
I like to Drake and drive down Old Color.
Oh, I love a. Yo, remember when I took?
Little Cutler.
Yo, remember when I took that girl down Old
Loading.
Cutler and then she's like, "Oh, it's so pretty," and then she got super mad at me because I made her late.
You're insane.
You know
You
what?
took Old Cutler all the way to down
like-
Miami Beach.
You like Old Cutler, like driving
Yeah,
there?
I will do the same shit. I'll take Old Cutler all the way down to downtown.
Yeah, I do like
Wow.
taking that
and
that,
like all the
that-
way around,
that
just
route.
because listening to my music, just it sounds better.
This
on
is
the whole-
this is my
on the whole way.
soulmate right here because I love driving down
Yeah.
Old Cutler.
And I'll
just
go
drive.
out of my way, and it's so
Yeah,
annoying.
Right? I'm
Everyone will be like, "Oh
I
my
get
god,
so
why'd
late
you
to
take
work.
Yeah. Oh my god, yes.
You guys have a lot of chemistry. You should go on that date that I've been trying to get you guys to go on.
You want me to go on there with
I'm cool. I'm
Yeah,
cool.
Danisha,
I'll
she's a
probably
cat.
take
Let's
you
go-
on a date first.
let's go on a
I'm-
date down Old Cutler.
Oh my god, down.
Yo, one time. All right, so one time. This is. I don't know if it's like a. I shouldn't say this.
You
on
guys should
camera.
rent out bikes and like ride bike throughout
Right,
all
nice.
of Old Cutler.
Oh my god, I will make so many people
Do you
so
wanna
mad
come?
because of the
No.
traffic. Bro, why don't people like to drive
Fuck
on the
no.
The
You
damn
don't like Oak Color.
sidewall.
Which you got against Oak Color? You like the Turnpike?
Nothing. Yeah, I'm more of a turnpike kind of guy.
Yo, you suck,
Fast life kind of guy.
bro. Like I'm just thinking.
Why?
I'm sorry.
Live
Like,
fast, die young. Kind of
yeah, that's funny. I'm just imagining like, because like I'm imagining those decisions that I make. Like, do I want to take the highway and get to work on time, or do I want to drive to Oak Color and have a good ass time?
You want to drive down Oak Color because guess what? I have to spend the whole day at work, so I'm gonna relax and have a good drive.
Bro,
there.
it's so relaxing, right?
And then also on my way home, I'm gonna take my time and I'm gonna sit in traffic anyway. So if I sit in traffic on Oak Color, there's some inspo on the sides, like those houses. It's
no matter how many times I see it, like I
it's
can
just
see it every
beautiful.
day.
Yeah,
It's-
and you know what's crazy? It's just so like off in the cut. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people don't
In the
know
Cutler.
Oak Cutler like exist. Yeah, it's beautiful.
They don't
And
know,
your
but
music-
Yeah, Galloway and all of that.
Yeah, so nice. That's like rich people.
yo, I don't want this conversation to end. I'm like dwelling.
You want to
Oak
just
Cutler.
because you could feel the vibe on
Yo,
Oak
let,
Cutler.
let-
Bro.
yo, let me tat Old Cutler on your
Oak
chest.
Cutler Road. Yo, tattoo.
Oak Cutler.
Yo, imagine
Oh, the
you
sign.
No,
do the whole
definitely, like,
the whole line.
Tattoo
I can see why.
the street sign, the green plates with the
No,
Oak
that's
Cutler
ugly.
Road.
I want the
A lot of-
actual.
If I ever
You
got
want the
really,
what?
really rich, that'd be where I buy my first house for sure.
Same. That's I said
Oak
the same
Cutler.
thing.
Same.
It's it is
Yeah.
so it's so
Match made in
motivational.
heaven.
It's so motivational. Like you just
Yeah.
drive down there, you see all the big ass houses, and you're
It's
just like,
beautiful.
yeah.
Yeah.
But what I was saying was, so like this was a story time, right? Don't interrupt me,
No, I won't.
and no buttons. So the day I got
All right, no, go.
you know, I'll leave.
Carry on.
Y'all
walk
can do your
out.
own damn podcast.
You're gonna walk out
So
the
anyway,
second time.
can we turn our listening caps
Yeah.
on? All right. So the day I got my
On.
driver's license, right? Like the day I
Yeah.
got my driver's license, I hit on my ex. I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna take you to this park, right? Because I'm gonna pick you up." And she, so like
I'ma
I
pick
live,
you up, baby.
I live down south, and she lives north in like West County.
Okay.
So I drive from the DMV, like which is by the shop, like 152nd.
So you left straight from the license. You
got it.
You just got your license.
I just got my license, and I drive all the
and
way.
your car and everything. Like you literally. Yo, that's funny as fuck.
I get my license and I drive all the way to her crib right in West Kendall.
Yeah.
I pick her up and then I drive
You fucking
south.
crash.
No, I drive I drive south to Homestead. Can you shut up, please?
No, yeah. I'm listening.
I just got my license. I leave the DMV. I drive to West Kendall, which is like north, and I pick her up. I drive south, right? And I get to
Okay.
137 and 152nd, right? And then it's like the first time being in the car with my girl or whatever. So, like
Wait, what? Is the first time you're in the car with your girl?
yeah, well,
Okay.
well, yeah, with the license.
All right.
So I pick her up, and then we drive south, and then we're by 137, 152nd, and I lean into like we're just at a parking, like a stop sign, like a stoplight, and then I go to kiss her, right? Like, but she didn't know, and so the thing is, like, when you kiss, you close your eyes, or whatever. So like I lean over, and then like she's not doing no work. She's just like sitting there, like still as fuck.
Sort of like, what the fuck? What are you? What the fuck are you
But
doing?
I just lean in to kiss her, and then like I'm kissing her, like I kissed her, but whatever, and then
You spook her?
I took my foot off the gas, and then
Yo.
and I hit the car in front of me
Yo.
right after I got my
crazy.
license, and I was like, oh my god, and she was like, what was that? And I was like, oh shit, and then the guy gets out of the car.
I was
and he's
trying
like,
to kiss you. I was trying to kiss my girlfriend, man.
no, the guy gets out of his car, and then he's like, oh man, what the fuck? And
Did you
then
fuck shit up?
I had no idea what to do because I didn't read the book, so I didn't know what to do in a car accident.
Was it bad?
Oh, Gio took my permit test.
It wasn't that bad for real. I took it like 4 times, but please don't interrupt me. So the guy gets out of his car and he's like, he's like, oh shit, this is you hit my car. And I was like, oh damn. He's like, wait, you went to Robert Morgan, didn't you? I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, I remember you. I was like, oh, word, yeah, I remember you too. And then he's like, oh, all right, bro, I don't have time for this. I gotta go to work. So he just dapped me up and he just like left. I was like,
Was there
So you
any
got lucky.
damage?
not really. It was like a little fender bender, but without the bender.
And what did the girl say?
I don't know. She was just like, "Damn, you got in the car accident." I was like,
Yo.
"Fuck!" This was my first time
And I
driving.
know you probably like fucking froze up to the max, just like, what do I do?
Did you drop her off after that? Did you take her
No.
home?
This is where because
No?
that has nothing to do with
Yeah, where were you guys going? You
happened
said you're going to
after that?
Homestead?
Yeah.
What were you gonna do over
So
there?
I pick her up from West Kendall, and we're driving, and then I get into a car accident, and then I drive south more, right? I drive all the way south from West Kendall, so I'm driving south, and then I get to Franjo, and then I go north on Old Cutler. I literally picked her up just so we could drive down south to Franjo.
Crash into some car.
That was part of the date to get a car
Get a
accident.
car.
I went all the way to Franjo, and then I drove all the way down Old Cutler just so that she could see Old Cutler. You know, just because it was a nice
Okay.
drive.
She never seen it because she's from up
Nah,
north
she
or
still hasn't
something?
seen it. This is her the whole time. It's funny because I just
Just
saw her.
on her phone.
Yeah, I don't want
Wow.
because the thing is I don't want to.
Why?
I didn't want to tell her like, oh, look outside, you know, because
Why not, man?
my dad used to tell me that he's like, oh, look, stop playing your Game Boy, look outside so you know the streets. But I don't want to I don't want to tell her like,
Well,
oh,
that
look.
was the point of taking it down
It
that
wasn't
road.
because
and
we
shit.
were going somewhere. It wasn't the point to take the road. It was just like a part of the experience. Like, oh, look at this on the way to where we're going. Like, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna take you through Old Cutler.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just like take you where the destination
But
is.
you just said
and
she was on her
way-
phone the whole time.
Yeah, I didn't want to like tell her like.
What were you guys listening to? Was the radio on, or you had like aux? Any music, soundtrack?
No.
I don't remember.
Drake? Any Drake?
I don't know.
I don't know. Music just sounds real nice on Old Cutler, especially like, you know, like nice, slow songs.
I listen to Drake on. I listen
Yeah.
to Too Good, Controller, Blem, Passion Fruit, and
Do you have like an
Signs.
Apple Music? Do you make playlists on Apple Music?
no, I listen to everything on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Because I would subscribe.
You don't use your Apple Music?
Mm-mm.
Do you have the?
You have one, though?
No, I think so. Like a 3-month free subscription.
Yeah.
I have that.
Yeah. And if you put in like a Miami-Dade email, you get it for like $5.
For real.
Yeah.
But I don't have $5 for that. That's I listen. I like how I listen to my music
I feel you.
because I like iTunes. You know.
Yeah. Well, isn't that the same thing then? No? I don't know.
No, Apple Music is like you can listen to everything.
Do you listen to the Apple Podcast, like the podcast app that's on the phone?
I listen to Duolingo podcast. on that.
I
You don't know Duolingo?
No, but I listen to a whole bunch of. I listen to like doctors and I don't know, random podcasts about
Doctors.
yeah, and like TED Talks and stuff.
So you know about iridocyclitis.
Dosiclitis, no.
Iridocyclitis.
I don't know about dosiclitis.
I used to keep up with the TED Talks and watch them. They're,
For real?
Yeah, it's real cool
There's
shit.
like different kinds too.
Yeah,
You ever see the Kid Cudi one?
never.
He did a TED Talk.
Yeah,
My dream is to do a TED Talk. I would love to do one.
I
love
know
public speaking.
things.
I know things.
Well, like what would your what would you call that? Your not your lecture, your whatever the fuck, your TED Talk. What would your TED Talk be on?
Be about?
Nick's philosophy.
Well, I mean, probably about my book that's coming out soon.
Oh yeah, it's a bunch of fun facts. What's the book about?
I know. It's called I Know. Yo, that's a good idea.
I know this.
things.
I know things.
I know things.
TED Talk. Nick Torius' fun facts.
I like to watch TED Ed too on YouTube. Those random TED Ed.
TED, yeah,
They like make like animations about like random stuff.
yeah. What about TEDx?
What's TEDx?
I think it's just a TED Talk, but like,
That's TED. TEDx is TED.
what do you mean by that?
It's
Like
a TED Talk.
It's a
right?
brand of TED.
Same thing.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel
No,
about
there's
like?
like a different version of it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about motivational speakers? You think it's hunky?
I
Bull.
can't say that I've ever found one that I like.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think I ever really like subscribed
to.
to any.
You don't
like,
listen to any motivational speakers?
Not that I can't even think of one off the top of my
Yeah.
head, honestly.
I probably hear them here and there, but like,
I listen to what's his name? He has a girl's name, Les Brown. I love Les Brown.
Les Brown.
He has a girl.
I don't know who that is.
I love Les Brown. I love Tony Robbins.
Yeah,
Tony
I was
Robbins
just gonna
is
say
good.
Tony Robbins. I do know of Tony Robbins, but only because you guys remember that movie Shallow Hal
No.
with Jack Black?
oh, well, no, I'm
I like
Whatever. It was a real good movie.
I like
but he was in it.
T. Harv Eker.
So what's your book gonna be about?
Yeah.
My book is about how to be successful.
Oh, all right.
Because
I'll buy that. I'll read that.
would you like my thoughts? You would buy my thoughts.
Yeah, you like my thoughts?
Yeah.
Yeah, you. I know you do.
I like Grant Cardone and Ty Lopez.
I would write a book on taming birds.
Yo, I love your bird.
A bird book.
I
A
love
bird
birds.
box.
I look forward to seeing your stories because you always
you.
post the funniest bird memes ever.
I was thinking about it.
You know why she
like,
posts the bird memes, right?
Why?
Because she's a crazy bird lady.
Do you know what a
Yeah.
siren is?
You didn't know that?
A siren or a siren?
A siren, I guess. What's the right way to say it? Tell me, Nick.
You mean like
I might be saying it
mermaids?
right, Yeah.
Siren.
Well, they're
Like the mermaid sirens?
Yeah, but before they were
Sirens.
mermaids,
They're
at some
sirens.
point in mythology, they thought that they were birds, like half bird, half woman, and they would sing to sailors and like lure them in. But then at some point, and when mythology changes, I couldn't think of it right now. Then they shifted and they became half mermaid, half woman, and they did the same thing. But
half
originally they were birds. But I love birds. Birds are beautiful. I love the sound of them.
You know,
Colors.
you're evil.
Birds are nice.
Yeah,
You're Gemini.
I am Gemini.
Look how he's looking at you. This guy's in complete disgust. He's just like, oh, oh man.
I can't wait to like look this over and just be like, how the fuck was I like? I just see things. I see things.
I see things. I know things.
So I got a bad vibe.
Things.
No, it's not the
Damn.
vibe. It's just
Things with Victorious.
like, things with Victoria.
I got a
That
bad.
should be the book.
I'm gonna write a book on my bad vibes
Yeah.
You think
And how
good
people
vibes-
should deal with them.
and how people should deal. How
You thi-
people should approach.
You
my
think
bad
good vibes can cure corona?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. How do I?
Oh
Do that?
yeah.
By having good vibes. What are my vibes?
Your vibes?
You're giving off real judgmental vibes. Like, look how you're looking at her with like a
Really?
deaf
No,
look.
you're just analyzing. You're just trying to break it down
Yeah.
to more than what it is.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
It's like Gemini.
Yeah, like
Filthy
the Gemini.
peasant.
Yeah, you know it's there in a
Bag of
Gemini,
dirt.
but you're not supposed to break it down. You just gotta let it be.
I don't know. It's because I live in this like fantasy world, and I'm just like there, and it's like I'm like reading a book of information right now. And it's just like it's like crazy. It's funny.
Is it like
It only happens when I'm with you. It's weird.
There's no other Geminis in your life that's making you like see her this way.
No, I cut all Geminis out of my life. I don't deal with them.
So once upon a time you've had a Gemini in your life.
Unfortunately.
Is that why you don't like Geminis? Because of that one person?
there's a lot of Geminis.
So they ruined it for all of the Geminis that could possibly be part of your life.
Your president is a Gemini. Yes.
Is he?
Donald Trump's a Gemini?
Donald Trump is a Gemini.
For real?
Yes.
I
And so
know.
is Kanye West.
Oh,
And me
that's
and Waka Flocka have the same birthday.
So
You.
he's a Gemini?
He's a Gemini.
for real?
Yeah.
Damn, I
Hey,
like
Waka
Waka Flocka.
Flocka? I like Waka Flocka.
Yeah,
You
he's
guys
Of
course
like
you
Waka?
do.
Yeah.
He's part of you.
He's real smart.
He's part of your cult.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to tat Gemini things all over me, really.
Imagine like cut out the part where we're talking about Gemini. Like, oh, is there another Gemini in your life that you don't like? I'm like, oh, I hope she sees this, bro.
Oh man.
Do you ever like? Are there any like signs that you would never date again because of like
Someone ruined it for the next
someone
one.
ruined it?
Oh. Okay, run that question back. Can you answer first? I'ma
No,
copy what
because I
you
don't
say.
really. I don't
He's not
know,
like
man.
me. He
I don't really
doesn't-
take
doesn't
notes on
care.
like the people's signs and what makes them like what.
Really?
Really?
Wait, what was the question?
Maybe I do, but just. Is there a sign that you won't ever date again?
Yeah. Is there a sign that you wouldn't date again because
Is
like
there a sign I won't date again?
yeah because you dated them and then it's like it wasn't good.
No. Facts.
There is.
Yeah.
So
Oof.
what's the sign?
Aries.
A what? A
Pisces.
high school? A school? A what?
You gonna keep this part? I wouldn't date Scorpios. I would
Scorpios.
never date Scorpios. Like I can't
That's supposed to be my like Y sign because they're both water signs and Cancer.
flush them.
A Scorpio's a water sign?
Flush it.
Scorpios are evil. That the girl I took through
Yeah, they
Color
got a lot of,
that
like,
that was
darkness
mad at
in
me. She was a Scorpio. She was so mean to me, bro.
But like they're cool people.
Remember she had her AirPods on.
Yo, yeah.
I was like, "What are you laughing at?" She's
funny.
like, "I'll send it to you."
Isn't Drake a Scorpio though? I think Drake's
Yeah,
a
he
Scorpio.
think so.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Scorpio. Come on, bro. You know Drake's
Yeah, he
Scorpio.
is.
Come on,
Yeah,
bro.
he is.
October is very on. October is made for Scorpios.
Yeah.
If you think about it,
The beginning is for Libras though.
No, yeah,
Shout out Holly.
exactly.
Oh my god, I love
So
Holly.
that's why I was
Shout out Holly.
is it Holly's Day?
It's always holiday.
holiday.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck you want me to eat right here.
Do the you want to get started, don't you?
So yeah, so you wouldn't date What was your experience with a
I
Scorpio
probably
and
won't
why
date
you won't date them
Virgos.
again?
I probably won't ever do Virgos.
Yeah.
Probably won't do
I feel like all girls are
I probably
assholes.
wouldn't do a Gemini. I would
Everyone.
never date another Gemini.
Really?
Yeah.
But they're like
Why
a part
not?
of you.
I think I automatically know when a Gemini
Part
is
of
in the
your
room,
coat.
and I don't like them. So I know what you mean. Cause
You don't like Geminis?
I don't. So it's funny because like I know exactly what you mean. When another Gemini is in the room, I usually know it, and I usually probably like already kind of get the like
Your
okay,
menstrual
fine.
cycles.
Yeah, our menstrual
Like,
cycles
you
start
just
aligning.
like
Yeah,
me.
they start aligning, and I feel it.
Remember we were
That's a
talking.
real thing.
Yeah, we were talking about that the other day
Yeah. What was the conversation like?
about like girls.
What are we saying?
We're saying
Elaborate.
like the most dominant girl has like controls the menstrual cycle of like all other
Yeah.
girls.
Yeah, so
They fall
suppose-
in sync to
yeah.
the
So yeah,
Yeah.
so like if girls like are, but it doesn't, you have to be seeing that girl every day, be
Yeah.
with them a lot, and then the
Yeah,
first
so
girl
girls
that
at
usually
work-
gets her period will
We so-
trigger the cycle.
we started
for
talking about
everyone.
that because the tattoo shop he was working at, eventually all the chicks that worked there, they fell in. He's like cursing your name under his breath right now. Look at him. Yo.
It's funny. Danisha's like the perfect guest, like the perfect co-host. But I can't
Yeah.
stand her.
All right. So question. What sign will you never date again?
You know what sign?
Gemini.
Gemini.
So you
I don't know. Like, I wouldn't say I
somewhat
would
dated a
never
Gemini.
date her. It's just like I'm just funny. Like I like to go with the like how I'm feeling. Like if
Oh yeah, wait.
because I don't
so-
have to. I don't have to be this way. Like I could look at you and be like, oh, you know, this thing or whatever. But
Yeah.
it's fun. It's fun to be like, I fucking hate you.
I'm glad that you feel like you can express it too. 'Cause I feel it. I feel it.
So,
Yeah.
So what is it about Scorpios that you don't like?
I just think that Scorpios, they have they're very emotionally driven, and from my experiences.
Irrational and just think off.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
What about you? What don't you like about Geminis?
it's not that I don't like them.
Hard to
But
keep
you
up
don't
with.
like them.
It's hard to keep up with two people.
No, it's just that like
Damn.
I just don't like being like heartbroken.
Y'all fuck with Aries?
Yes, my mom's an Aries. My niece is an Aries.
I'm an Aries. Oh, got it.
Oh, is that so?
How is it?
Is that so?
how-
Yes, I'm an Aries, people.
Why? How is it that I'm at the head and I don't get controlled?
It's because the board's over here.
Oh,
We'll
I
move it
also
over.
wanted to ask you, how
You
did
should-
the
you
setup
should get,
come into play?
How did set up? Oh,
Like, how'd you get the seat?
He's at the head of the table because he's a big wig.
yeah, I'm a big corporate fat kid. You know what's funny?
He's
Alright,
a big wig.
So it's funny because like when people do drugs, like when they smoke a lot of weed and stuff, they
Yeah.
be like, "Oh, fuck the corporations, man. Oh, fuck the big pharma dude, bro. Like we gotta. Money
But
is
he's really fucking with the big
Money-
big corporations.
groceries is a social construct. You know."
Groceries.
Yeah, I was watching Adventure Time and there was an episode with like the Randicorns.
He
and
said that.
He's like, because the Randicorns, which is like the you know the Randicorn is.
Yeah.
It's like the
The
unicorn.
rainbow unicorn.
Yeah, the rainbow
Or
unicorn.
like its body is a rainbow, but it's like
yeah.
upper torso is unicorn.
It's funny because the Randicorns, they are at war with the dogs, right?
Mhm.
Because the dogs, they're like,
All the Jakes.
yeah, the Jakes, all the Jakes and dogs and stuff are like, damn, I cannot spell. I'm sorry. All the Jakes and the dogs, they rule the Randicorns. Like that.
Oh, I've seen this before.
Yeah, it's an Adventure Time.
Doesn't Jake date a unicorn?
Yeah, exactly. Like
Randicorn?
nowadays, he dates a Randicorn. Here, I want to show you because it's
Fucking
such a funny episode. I love it. It's because he's like, because the dogs rule or like the police of like
You
the
know,
random
I've
crimes or
never
whatever.
taken the time to watch this. Is there like adult humor in this cartoon?
Hell yeah.
No,
there is.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
there definitely is.
Oh yeah, I just can't think of it right now because I really want to show you. I forgot his name. What's his name? Hipster. Yeah, hipster around the corner. I forgot his name, but it's funny because
Oh, you out of time, baby.
Hey, you guys listen to Slim Jesus?
no.
No. Is he still making music?
Wait,
That guy's
wanna
still
show
alive?
you-
Yeah,
I want to
he is.
show you.
And doing well.
Pick up the
Do you guys
pace,
have
baby.
any
Okay, well-
favorite local rappers right now, or just artists in general?
Victorious.
Yeah, Lil Darky.
Oh, Lil Darky is hard.
Oh wait, is Lil
Yeah.
Darky local?
Geo put us on in the group
It's from, like
chat.
California,
Oh,
but his hard. I fuck with his shit.
I liked him.
Up and coming
It's
though.
good, right?
Yeah, I would.
And he
go
does
out
his
of my
own
way and,
animation.
Like, find that.
No, but so
That was cool.
so he's like, cause he's like a hipster. He's like, no man, whatever, right? And he's like, oh, did you? Cause he gets home and then his mom's like, did you get the groceries? And he's like, no, groceries are dog-driven concepts.
Yo, that's hilarious.
And he's like,
see, that's
he's
adult
like-
humor. A
and he's
kid isn't gonna know what the
Yeah.
fuck they mean by
Yeah.
that.
and he's like, I don't believe in currency.
That's hilarious.
I don't believe in currency, man. But it's funny because, like, did I
Did I kick you?
Groceries.
My bad. My Gemini. I'm like trying to kick you now.
no, but it's
I
funny.
had enough.
It's funny
do you
because
do you think and do you have two voices in your head,
Who, me?
Miss Gemini?
Do I have two voices? in my
Yeah.
head?
Like as a Gemini, you said there's two people.
you just be
whatever.
changing your mind all the time.
I don't know. Yeah, probably. Yeah, my voice. I don't know. Probably. Yeah.
So what I was saying was,
Why do you think so?
I don't know.
You guys don't
just
want me to
said
talk about it?
Gemini and me and no, finish it, but as fast as you can.
Oh, you out of time.
all right. So basically, when most people get high, they they go through that ego death shit, right?
You want to get
So-
high again?
It depends how high you
I
get.
would.
though.
You do?
Actually, no, but
Oh.
because they
Oh,
become like,
yeah.
oh, I'm vegan, I want to save the world, but I'm the
I think that's
opposite
very egotistical of people,
to want to save the world.
bro. Like most vegans nowadays, that's some like ego trip. They're on some ego tripping bullshit. Like,
If you think about it, it's kind of effective to be like such an asshole vegan because the thing is, if you think you're better than someone, you're more likely to keep continuing with the behavior, right? Like let's say this: I used to not drink soda, right?
yeah,
So, like I would think I was better than everyone because I didn't drink soda. So I'd be like, "You're drinking soda," but you know why it was like that? Because it kept me from drinking soda and
yeah, it's
fucking
like a
up my
little
kidneys.
reminder to yourself. But then again, you don't
You're
have
no
to.
better
You don't have
Yeah.
to project that on someone else.
But it
tell
just makes it
yourself
easier.
that.
Like if you were to
Like
say,
just tell yourself, "Oh, I'm a better version of
Yeah,
myself,
there's-
so I'm not
There's
drinking
other
soda."
ways to
Yeah.
do that
You can't
effectively.
think you're better. You get me?
but some, like,
Don't project that on other people.
but the thing is, it makes
just-
it easier. Like to,
I
like,
get you,
Me saying
yeah.
like, "Oh, you smoke cigarettes? Ew." It's gonna make
Yeah.
me. It's gonna reinforce me to say no the next time someone offers me a cigarette. You know,
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you're just like, that's not my
gotta
character.
keep that
and
same energy. I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me keep that same energy.
But yeah,
Fuck
like
it.
what most people, they become like, you know, how like conscious about the world and stuff, and like they're like communists. But I'm more of like a capitalistic person. Like I like infrastructure. I like
Yeah.
you know, like I like an industry. I like
Capitalize.
I'm a commie.
yeah yeah. He's like commie. But I like all that stuff. Like I wouldn't say I'm a Republican, but I like go for like a lot of their like conservative kind of ideas that are like, you know, save, like keep money in like you into yourself, like more of like the
So you voted Joe Biden?
no, I
Voted
voted for Bernie.
Trump.
Actually, I'm like a Democrat, but I believe in like Republican kind of ideals, like just like in the corporation type of thing, because I don't believe in like a lot of people are against big pharma and stuff like that. I'm not really against it because I understand, you know, money's not gonna fall from the air. Like you gotta make money somewhere. Like either
Yeah, but I don't think that when it comes to it should be with pharmaceuticals, because that's like people's life that you're putting on the line.
but people, they didn't understand that like to those companies you're just a number. You're not a person. They don't see you like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's other ways
You're
to make your
cattle.
money.
It's just, it's the same way like I was saying, like you have to like reinforce like, oh, I'm better than you, because it's gonna reinforce that you're not gonna do those things, like engage in that behavior, like oh I'm better than you because I don't smoke cigarettes. They're the same way. They're like, oh, we're better than you because we're actual people and you're just numbers. So that reinforced them to keep making money, because if they had to always think about their ethics every single second that they're doing it, they're not gonna make any money or be able to support their like what they have going on. And people are like really quick to judge like greed, but it's like people judge greed because they've never had that much for themselves, so they don't understand that position that the person's in. Like a lot of things that people criticize, it's because they haven't walked a mile in that person's shoes.
Yeah.
You get me? Like
Yeah.
people hate on Jeff Bezos, right? Because they're like, oh, Jeff Bezos, he only gives like $10 billion to charity. But then it's like those same people are at like Burger King or McDonald's touching raw meat and then touching French fries. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
like
I get what you're saying.
like they're complaining that they're not like, that they should be like, you know, have some of like the part of like what Jeff Bezos has. But it's like they're not really contributing anything like as much as him. Like people get paid as much as they contribute to like what people's needs are.
I see what you're saying.
Wow. Nice insight on that.
Jeff Bezos is building Palmetto real nice. Building up
Is
a
he?
school. Yeah.
That's his
'Cause-
doing?
Yeah, because he went to that school. Jeff Bezos.
Palmetto, the highway?
The school.
The high school, Palmetto High School.
Oh, for real?
I thought he went to Killian.
No, he went to Palmetto.
Why did
and
you
he-
say that?
Say what?
Oh, I heard you say, did you go there?
Did I go where?
No, I heard you say that to her. And I was like, we all went to school together.
Nah.
Well, yeah. Well,
Nah,
I
she
went
wasn't in
South
school with
Ridge.
us the whole time.
I was in school for the most of the time, though.
Oh.
Do you remember the time you split an orange in half? You were there.
Who?
And
Was
Gio
I?
was there, too,
I don't
actually.
think I was there.
Who?
One time we were in lunch, and Robert Morgan.
Us?
Yeah.
You guys
so
were
it was-
nerds. I wasn't hanging
No,
out with
you were there. You were there. Gio
He was with
there.
the cool kids.
And we were tossing around an orange. So, like, Gio takes the orange and throws it against the wall. He's
No,
trying to,
I wasn't there.
split it.
I think you told me this story one time.
we're throwing around the orange.
No, I wasn't
and
there.
McDougal takes the orange and he throws
You
it.
said my name.
And it splits perfectly in half.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. Did
Yeah.
anybody eat
From
it?
then on, I knew you were like an airbender. Are you an airbender?
You like Avatar?
No. Like the blue ones?
No, man. Avatar, like the Airbender.
Oh yeah,
I watched it
the
a little
last
bit, but I
Airbender.
never kept up with it. I liked it.
That
though.
shit's fire.
You watch it?
I'm not sure if I've caught every episode, but
What? You can watch it
I've
from the beginning.
seen-
Watch it in order.
where could I watch it from?
Yeah, maybe I'll watch.
I'm
that.
pretty confident that
It's good.
I did
I
catch the
don't
whole
like it,
everything.
Like if I follow
Like
it, right?
I watched it on like some random website, like 123 Movies or something.
no, that shit was real cool. Well, from what I remember,
It's
it
not
was
just
real
cool;
dope. It
it's
was
actually
cool as
good.
fuck.
Like
yeah,
it's Avatar is good because it's like
it's good.
it's like the perfect formula for a good story, right?
Yeah, you're right.
It's
you're right.
like because a lot of stories like they follow that because it's like the most basic formula, but it's just like it's just good because it's like so it's like
Yeah, they're keeping it simple in a way.
yeah, it's like that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like that's a story. It has a beginning,
You
middle,
know,
and
it's
end.
like it's
a
not
journey.
trying too hard, and it's still
Exactly.
telling a good story with loops and
Yeah.
twists. And,
Anytime because I watch a lot of because I study a lot of like writing and stuff.
yeah,
I study like a lot of like how to write like
yeah,
like
like,
movies and
like
stories and stuff.
rubrics and shit.
And they all use Avatar as like the perfect example.
Yeah.
It is the perfect example.
Yeah, it's dope.
Does anyone remember the Siamese cat cartoon?
Sagwa.
Yes, Sagwa.
Sagwa, yo, let me see.
They-
I have not seen that in so long. That reminds me of kindergarten, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sagwa.
How did I remember her? Oh my
How
god.
did I remember? it?
Yeah, how the hell did you call that?
Sagwa.
Do you know what I looked at?
I used to watch that after Caillou.
Siamese cat cartoon.
Y'all remember the Jackie
Hey.
Chan show?
Jackie Chan Adventures with
yeah.
Tyler.
That
Wait.
shit was fucking funny.
Sagwa. I like
I liked
Can
it.
I get her on? I'm gonna put this
You want to
on
get her
me.
tatted?
Get it tatted.
Gotcha.
I'll get fucking Sagwa tatted.
Sagwa,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
I love that show.
Yes,
Did you
I
ever?
love that
Did
show.
you not have cable in your house? That's for the kids that didn't have cable.
I don't know what
Was
it
it?
was.
What?
but-
So what channel was that?
PBS.
PBS.
Look
Yeah.
at her. She's cute, right? She's real cute.
Yeah, cute little cat. I met this chick. She had a cat named Sagwa.
What was
And,
her? What was
she
her?
had to jog my memory on that
Oh,
because I
look,
didn't
look at
really
this one.
know the reference. But
Sagwa.
You know, I used to
once I
think-
remembered, I was like, "Yo, how could I have forgotten that fucking show?"
I used to think that the Siamese cats were Sphinx cats.
Sphinx, no, they're different breeds.
Yeah.
Siamese cats have hair.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I feel you.
I
It's
can't
it's easy to
believe you
mix them up in a way.
remembered Sagwa. I can't believe you
It sounds like
remembered
agua.
Yeah, Sagwa.
Sagwa. That's such a like. I don't know because we started talking about
What the fuck
Avatar,
was those
and then
videos?
the same vibes I got from that cartoon.
Oh, you got from
I
Sagwa.
always felt in Avatar, So then I had to find them.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm fucking with you.
You're me mugging her. Yeah,
I want to see like how
But no,
how far could I go before she's like.
I want to watch I want to watch Avatar from the
Yeah, I want to
now.
watch that shit.
Watch
now.
it. It's
Even
good.
though I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I kind of
Don't-
did.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Nah,
Oh
you can
no,
watch
I
it
am,
multiple
bro.
times.
I'm missing a lot of that show.
Yeah.
I stopped watching it.
Yo, that point in my
I don't
life
even know
was,
how it ends.
that point in my life was so fun because I used to stay up to like 4 a.m. playing RuneScape, and then like I would just watch it on like Nicktoons, and it's like I watched the last episode I watched the whole entire season.
How many seasons
playing
are there?
Did you guys
4.
watch Rocket
4?
Power?
Yeah, I definitely didn't.
Course.
I haven't watched.
No, I think there's 3 seasons.
You know that fucking they made a movie. That shit was
no, they
garbage.
Didn't. No, they didn't.
For
It was
what?
horrible for the last Airbender.
Oh yeah, they did make a movie.
It was that they.
So bad.
Isn't it funny how things just go full circle? Because in that movie they call him Sokka and then they call him Aang, and that's what I was talking about earlier when I said I hate when people mispronounce people's
In
names.
the movie they're doing that?
Yeah, like
That movie was so trash.
it was terrible. What other live adaptations have you guys seen that are like horrible? Have you seen any live adaptations that were
Let me
horrible?
think.
No, what is that?
I'm gonna go from
Like,
like most recent. The
a
Aladdin
cartoon.
one was super good.
You thought it was super good?
Oh,
You know
I
what's
mean,
funny?
The Lion King.
Yeah,
You know what's
I
funny?
liked it.
When I was watching Aladdin,
You
I
like
was
the Aladdin one?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even
And-
watch that one because that one the girl
It
was
wasn't that-
white. No, like she should have been way browner.
you think so?
Yeah, that
You
was
should have
like,
played her.
So, yeah,
You should have played.
yeah. Can we get
You
some
should have
noise
played
for that?
the little what's the little monkey's name?
Zabumafu?
Oh.
No, you know it's funny because like when I watch movies, I think of stupid stuff. So like I was watching like while they're singing, I'm thinking, I'm just imagining like how would this sound in the future with singing it? Like they just put hella autotune and they're like,
Yo, I have a love-hate relationship with the live action version of Alice in Wonderland
I haven't seen it.
because I fucking love it, but for some reason,
The old one or the new one?
what do you mean?
They've
You
remade
love
it
the
a
old
few
one or
times.
you're talking about you love the new one?
I'm talking about the live version. I love the original, the animation, the Disney movie,
Yeah.
Alice in Wonderland. I love that, and I have a love-hate relationship with the live action
That
film
movie used to
of it.
scare me so much, bro.
Which one? The
The old
original?
I watched it in like kindergarten.
Like
It's
the
so
cartoon
fucking
one?
good.
It
was
has
so-
an eerie like vibe to
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
yeah.
It was because the
Mhm.
thing
With
is
the
she's like
Cheshire
so
Cat
lost.
and
She's like,
shit.
oh my god, I'm in this world.
I
I'm so
never
lost.
liked
Yeah.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
You didn't
I've
like it?
always
I watched
hated
Oh
it
no,
last
I
night.
like it.
I watched it
We
With
last
Johnny
night.
hate that-
Depp one or the old one?
The old one.
Oh, yeah, the old one? I don't like the
I
old
don't
one.
like the old
You know,
one.
every single old movie scares me. Just because
Yeah.
that vibe, like it's like this is old.
Do you guys remember Spawn?
It's old.
Spawn,
Like all these
I've never
people
seen
are probably already dead.
No,
and I'm
not
watching Ghost act.
Not even like because like just anything in the 80s just scares me. Like the whole entire 80s era just scares me.
Why is
Because it's
that?
like this is before my life.
You know, movie Scary Signs with the aliens.
I've never seen that movie.
I don't know
yeah,
why
yeah,
that
yeah,
movie
yeah.
was so scary. With the aliens, you've never seen that?
No.
Signs. Who's
Ma-
in it? What's that actor's name?
Matt
Charlie
Damon.
Sheen.
Oh,
I love
fucking
2.5
love.
Men. That's my favorite show ever. I always told girls like, "Oh, I can't watch 2.5 Men with you because I laugh retarded." One time I was on Skype with my boys and I was watching 2.5 Men while my boys were playing RuneScape, and then I was like laughing so dumb, and then they're like, "Why are you laughing like that?"
I'm watching 2.5 Men.
what was your favorite thing about the early 2000s?
2.5 Men. Dead ass. I love 2.5 Men. Have you ever seen that show? That means no.
Oh, me? No.
Yeah.
No.
You know they got
It's so
Ashton
funny.
Kutcher on it now. It's
No,
just-
they don't. I don't watch
they
that
do.
stuff. I don't watch those things.
No.
You don't even believe in them. Bro.
Hell no.
Not even.
I only watch with Charlie. I love Charlie Sheen was like always my father figure. Like he was always like the
Was
man I
he?
looked up to. Yeah,
That's interesting.
that's why I'm like Felix. I'm in love.
Yo. What you searching there? What you looking for?
I was looking for another name of this cartoon, but I can't.
Which
think of-
cartoon?
Sagwa Part 2.
No. I can't believe you remembered Sagwa.
Yep.
You're the one that remembers. I didn't remember that shit. What you mean? You're talking about him?
Yeah, like
Oh.
the actual name of it.
Yo, let's talk. Like, yo, let's play a game. That's like we remember like the most like
A bop it.
obscure kind of.
Obscure shit.
I
Now
remember-
you're making me see more efficient ways, and it's like I
You
don't want
said
to
a
invest
bop
right now
it?
into
Yo,
wanna
bop
invest?
it.
like,
Bop it.
What
That
alright,
was lit.
What's the
Yeah.
most?
Remember the extreme ones?
What's the most obscure? Like the most like
You
in
know what Bop
there.
It taught girls how to do, right?
What?
Jerk. Jerk.
Hand jobs
No.
and shit.
What's the most like the a show that you think no one would ever like remember? So they'd be like, oh shit, I remember that.
Gargoyles.
I know
was
you're gonna
just
say that.
Yeah, I was
I
just
love
looking at
know
that
you
one.
want you be watching
Doug.
that.
You guys remember Doug?
No, something
Doug,
else. Everyone knows.
yeah,
Everyone knows
Doug.
Doug.
Nah, you'd be surprised because I forgot about Doug once upon a time.
Really?
Yeah, and then once I remembered it, I was like, yo,
Do you remember
like,
being a really little kid and watching like Little Bear and Franklin, or like the
yeah,
happy
Franklin.
face, like the happy face that would come on the TV, and it'd just be like the face.
I remember on
weird.
Nickelodeon
Nah,
they
I
had like
remember
the
that. What is
hey
that?
guys.
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
What
That
is
was on
that?
Nick
And
Nick Jr.
Little Bill, of course.
Little Bill, yeah.
Little
Like,
Bill.
what about Caillou?
He
I
used to
fuck with
put he used to
I fuck
put
with
Benadryl in the little girls.
Oh, you guys remember Skipper,
Whoa.
the British
in the
dog?
little girls.
Skimmer,
Skipper, the British
Skipper.
dog.
No,
You mean Clifford?
No,
Clifford the big red dog.
There was a
What about
Skipper.
Maggie and the Ferocious
Ferocious
Beast?
Beast?
I used to
was
watch
gonna
that.
say
I used to watch
that
Max
one.
and Ruby with my sister and Peppa Pig.
Those are
Peppa
newer
Pig.
though.
You got
Those are like in the
Peppa Pig, Chad.
generation after, I would.
Nah,
say.
Peppa Pig's been on for like 13 years now.
Yeah, like, but I don't remember being a kid and like I don't remember.
How old
watching-
was I?
Really?
13 years
How
ago.
old are you? 13, Nick. 13 years ago. How old?
Yeah.
Wait, let's do some math here. Wait.
Shit, I don't want to.
What? A 13-year-old can't watch Peppa Pig?
No, I
You
guess
said
you
13
can.
years ago.
Actually, the girl that does the voice of Peppa Pig, I think she like retired, right?
Yeah, she got like millions of dollars.
They
became
looking
a
for
millionaire.
someone?
Right?
I could
Yeah,
be-
I'm gonna make my own Peppa Pig because I want to make my own like
Imagine
children's
a
stories.
Guyanese Peppa Pig.
Hey boy, hey batte boy, hey.
Batsy boy. Hey, Batsy pig.
You scunt.
Yo, I've seen some disturbing things. You know, like the meme culture surrounded around Peppa Pig gets real like twisted.
They used to have those on YouTube.
Shit gets real twisted with that. It's sort of like
Have you ever seen like the meme
Doing
that's like
some
it shows
incest
Peppa
shit.
Pig like looking straight forward and she has like 4 eyes or like 6 eyes?
nah, I don't.
You never seen it?
Oh yeah, I know.
You
You're
know
talking about
what I'm
like
talking
all on the side of her head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because she has like 2 her eyes are on the side of her head. So like when they showed like a diagram of her looking forward and she has like eyes on both sides.
Oh yeah, cause that shit's real 2D, right?
Yeah.
So like, yeah.
I like when they say zebra.
Zebra.
zebra?
Like
A
a zebra.
zebra.
It's an Australian show, no?
No, it's from the UK. I know things.
A zebra.
How do you feel about Drake?
Teletubbies was
Drake,
fire.
his music kind of going more to like the UK style. Have you guys noticed
I like when he
that?
does dancehall.
That's like his Jamaican.
I like all his
shit.
dancehall stuff.
But that's because I think in the UK there's
Dancehall.
more predominantly like
Yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Bomba clap.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the appropriate way to call all of them.
Grime.
Grime.
Imagine Drake as a grime rapper. He likes that stuff
He likes
actually.
that.
Yeah,
stuff,
he had him
yeah.
featured on More Life.
But he was also battle rap. Like he loves battle rap.
But
So what
is he?
I'm not
Battle
gonna lie,
rappers.
I like the UK rap. Like there's
Yeah,
some
no, I love
UK
it.
rappers that I kind of like, and
Like-
like some of the
Like
music.
who?
There's Yugi. Have you heard of that one?
Yu-Gi-Oh?
No, I don't know. It's called Yugi. He's like EUGY. He's like a UK guy. And then there's another one. I forgot, but he makes a song. It's about a Benz. But yeah,
Oh, you out of time, baby.
there's some good UK rappers. So
Did you guys ever watch battle rap?
Yeah,
I love battle rap.
like I started watching that shit like 03 on YouTube and shit. You know, Meek Mill was he used to be Meek Mills with a Z at the end.
Well, it's such a
He
difference.
used to be a big battle rapper when he was like young as shit. I would watch him with his nappy ass braids.
Really?
Yeah.
Who was your favorite
he'll
battle
snap.
rappers?
Probably Meek Mill. Also Reed Dollars.
You like Meek Mill as a battle rapper?
Yeah.
You ever?
He's good as fuck. You probably don't know it because you probably never really seen it. But
I only used to watch IRL.
Mill's always
Or
screaming, though.
I used to watch Grime Time.
he's always.
I love it. It's like
he was super fucking good.
Yeah, I don't
though.
like all that high
Yo,
energy. It's like
nah,
anxiety.
you need to go to a
Like-
concert. I saw him at Rolling Loud
I went to
for
a
the
Playboy
first
Cardi
time.
Who?
concert actually.
Meek Mill.
Meek Mill.
He brought out it was so beautiful, bro, because because no one knew that Meek Mill was like coming out of like it was the day he got out of jail. He went to Rolling Loud.
Yeah.
We're just in the crowd,
You shed a
and
tear.
then they played because I wasn't really I'm not like I love Meek Mill, but I'm like a Meek Mill fan, right? You know,
Yeah, I would-
Yeah.
yeah.
especially since he was with Nicki.
He's a drama queen, Mikisha, because he's
Mikisha.
always in some like
Who?
online beef. Meek Mill's always in some online beef.
No, wait, you said a name.
Always.
Isha?
Mikisha.
Mikisha. Yeah, that's what they call him on the internet. 'Cause he's
Oh,
always,
it's Meek Mill's nickname.
yeah, because he's always with the Twitter fingers. Mikisha.
But yeah, so they played that song where he goes, when he goes like,
Hold up, wait a minute.
yeah,
finished.
it's like real slow in the beginning, and then it's like it gets like dreams and nightmares.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
I know the song you're talking about. I don't know the name.
It's
of
like
it.
real long the intro, and then like it gets like real turn, and it was so beautiful because then he came out, and it's like everyone just like
I did
going
shit
crazy.
with Mariah.
Yeah.
And then he brought out Gunna, and I was like, who's Gunna? I like
What
Gunna.
year was this? When was this?
It was 2016, I
Guys,
think.
you're my April
2016.
Or 2017.
Yeah.
It was 2017.
And Gunny,
Was
he bought out Gunna.
No, I think it was 2018 actually. Yeah, he brought out Gunna in 2018.
Do you guys remember when Rolling Loud was a small event?
I went there. You went there?
To
I
Rolling
remember
Loud,
that.
Went to
Now
the
it's like
first
huge
Rolling
in the entire nation.
Did you
knows
go to
Now
the
you
about
first?
can't like afford it. Yeah.
Did you go to the first one? No, I
Nah,
couldn't afford it.
I never
'cause
went
was
to Rolling Loud.
backstage.
I went to Rolling Loud. Like,
But I do
a long
remember when it
time
was
ago.
like kind of like
in
a
Grand
a
Central.
low key, like a local
Was it
thing.
in Grand?
Yeah.
Nah,
Grand
the
Central.
first one was in Soho.
No.
Soho Studios.
Well, I saw one. The year had to be like 20.
No, it wasn't Rolling Loud.
Like 2015.
In 2015, it was in Soho. Cause look, before Rolling Loud, it was just like dope ENT events.
It's like in a downtown place.
Yeah, they would have it like by Wynwood. Cause there's a place. It was like this restaurant called Kush. It's called
Yeah.
Soho Studios. That was the first Rolling Loud. Was that? That's where I had my ex pass out on me, and then like I had to like save her life.
What happened to her?
And my car got fucked up too because it was so
It's too
raining that
crowded?
day. It was crazy because like we were there like 45 minutes and the whole place was full of smoke. And she's like asthmatic, so it's like she was like,
She's
damn.
asthmatic.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about it now. She was asthmatic, and
Does she have an inhaler?
yeah. She we were in there for like 45 seconds. Mind you, I drove through water this high, like as high as the table. Like I drove through that shit. You know who was in front of? You know it's funny. You know who was in front of me?
No.
Cause like, all right, look, we were by Kush, right? And there's like a little railroad track, and it's like that shit gets like super flooded, right? So I'm driving, and then there's a bunch of cars, and I see a bunch of people U-turning. I'm like, oh, what are they doing? You know? Mm-hmm. So then I get there, I get to the front, and there's like a ocean, and then these two guys are pushing their car in front of me, right? And I'm like, oh shit, should I drive through that? I don't know. It was damn. I'm going through like trauma or whatever. It's you know who it was in front of me?
Who?
It was Chislon.
Who the fuck is that?
For real?
Yeah. It was Chislon and his boy. I forgot his boy. Fuck, I see him all the time at the gym.
I don't know.
It was Chislon and his friend, and they were pushing their car in front of me. I was like, "Oh shit, it's Chislon!" And I was like, "Yo, what's up, Chislon?" And he's like pushing his
I
car.
forgot about that kid. Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
But he's like,
You think he'll see this?
Huh?
You think he'll watch this?
I don't know. I don't think he follows me.
Oh.
He
That's
probably
a real
does. I think
interesting
he does.
He
name.
follows me.
He does.
Yeah.
I bet like we're all.
Yeah.
But it's funny because like he's just pushing his car in
Just
front.
send this shit to him.
Yeah, I'm about to
Just snippet this part out, just as like a little quick clip. So
Yeah, I
you
got-
send it to him.
tag him.
But yeah, he's pushing his car in front of me. I'm like, oh, what's up? Chislon's like, oh, what's up?
Like
babe?
in the water.
Yo,
so
that's so crazy because how when I'm like get my license, I get in my car accident, I hit someone from Robert Morgan I knew.
Yeah.
And now like I see another guy from Robert Morgan I knew in front of me when my car got fucked up that same year. Crazy.
That's
Dun-
My life,
Mm-hmm.
my life is a movie,
that's some Twilight Zone shit.
right? Some Black Mirror shit.
What are your
Yeah.
birthday plans?
Wait, I'm not even
Me.
done with my story yet.
Oh.
Oh, you out of time, baby.
Yo, look,
I knew
let's-
that button was
All right,
coming.
I'm almost done. So basically, we get to the Rolling Loud, and like we get in whatever. We're there for like less than like 30 minutes, and then like it was just full of smoke. And then my one of my ex homeboys gave my ex like some weed, and she like hit it with her, and then all of a sudden she's like, "Oh, I'm thirsty. I want to get water." I'm like, "All right." So we go to get water, and then she's just like, "Oh, there's so much clouds here. It's so cloudy." And all of a sudden I see her go, "Wow." She just falls.
Just drop.
Yeah, and I was like,
It
"Oh
happened
shit!"
to Alyssa in my backyard on 420.
Really?
That's something like there's so much clouds here. She was just probably like still trying to keep her cool before
Yeah, I
she
think
like
so.
lost it. She should have used those last words to say, "Oh, like I don't feel so well."
Yeah,
you
right.
get me like
She looked
help.
like she was having fun. I was like, oh, she
Yeah.
fell. She's so funny. And then I was like, wait a minute.
He thought it was like a joke.
Yeah, she
Oh,
was
that's a
because she was
weird joke.
laughing. You know, she was super high, so she's like, oh,
Yeah.
ha, 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 and she just fell.
Oh, you
I'm
guys
like,
just smoked the reefer?
yeah. And then she just passed out. I was like, oh shit. And then I had to like take her out. And I was like, it was like a scene. I had made such a big scene. I was just like outside, like, Jasmine, I'm like screaming. And then like everyone, like it was raining. It was like pouring that day. So like, I remember I told you I was driving water. It was like raining.
Did anyone help? Oh, they're just all staring at you.
Are you guys gonna give me time to tell the story? Because there's a lot that goes into the story.
Oh Lord.
So look, you know, she's like around me, like all the people around me just like watching me grieving on the floor, making this big ass scene because she just like passed on me. I thought she was dead. So they're like, they're like looking at me. Because the thing is, I thought she was dead because she would never let me carry her. And I was able to carry her. Like, I was like, oh shit, she's not stopping me from carrying her. So she's dead. So I was like going through it. I was like, oh shit, what the fuck did I do? I was like panicking, whatever. So then I'm like trying to save her life and whatever. And like, I'm like, oh, Jasmine, wake up,
You're
wake up.
supposed to put rubbing alcohol in her.
I didn't know where was going to get rubbing alcohol rolling loud. Like, hey, do you guys sell?
If anyone had Everclear on them.
Do you guys sell? I'm going to go to one of the vendors. Do you guys sell 99% isopropyl alcohol?
And give you Ray and nephew.
No, but so I'm like, yeah, and like everyone's crying around, like looking at me. And I didn't care. I was like super embarrassed, but I was like, whatever.
She was embarrassing you that she was.
It was like a movie.
That is kind of maybe not.
Bitch had the audacity of being with you.
Right?
That's crazy.
But it's just added to it that it was raining, like a real movie. But then some guy came. Oh, you know who came to help me?
Kislan?
Brandon.
Who's Brandon?
Okay. Yeah, who's Brandon?
Just think of a Brandon that you know, and it's probably him.
Oh.
All right. Since you're saying it that way, I'm sure I know who it is. Like a pretty cool guy. That guy's pretty, yeah.
Yeah, but it was Brandon. He's like, hey, what's up, Nick? I'm like, bro, you don't see me like going, living a fucking scene right now?
Hey, what's up? What's new? My fucking girlfriend's dying.
Yeah,
dude.
I think she's dead right now. Everything's good, you know. And then it's funny.
Hilarious.
It's funny because he was, you know, like he's like, oh, you need help? And I was like, oh yeah, because I had to get her like water. I was like, I had to get her water. She's like, water, and he's like, everyone's like, oh, you need to get her water.
Water.
Like SpongeBob. It's like how SpongeBob's like, I need it. No, but it's funny because she wants to go get water. Like she needed water, right? And I busted this big ass mission to go get her water. Like I went to like, every single vendor and I was like, hey, I need water because I had to like try to skip the line. People were like, hey, you can't skip the line. I'm like, oh, my girlfriend's out there dying. And they're like, okay, here's water.
Was it like super hot out there? Is that why
No,
she had like a heat flash or something?
I don't know what it was, but she just passed out. You know, she like when you smoke, you pass out sometimes.
I would have been like, get the fuck up.
When you smoke bath salt sometimes.
You speaking from experience?
Yeah.
No, but it's funny because I busted this big ass mission to get her water, and then I come back and she has like 5 water bottles by her. I'm like, where the fuck did all these water bottles come? They're like,
once you left, people started helping. Like, inebriated girl, half passed out, alone.
Hey,
Let me help.
But yeah, and then she's like, I got her all these water bottles here. I'm like, are you serious? So I was like, whatever. So then I take her to the ambulance, and the ambulance helps, and then they're like, oh, you gotta get her something to eat. And I was like, all right, I'll get her a burger or something. I'll try to find her something to eat. So then I go to the vendors again, and I'm like, hey, I need a burger to give to my girlfriend because she's like passed out. And they're like, all right, here. So the guy gives me a hamburger with no cheese, and then I go back to her. You know, like he just hands me the hamburger. Mm-hmm. It was raining, and I give it to her, and she, you know what she said? This burger's wet.
Wait, do you think it was conspiracy that she really didn't need to eat anything at all then? The ambulance just wanted you to spend money? Or you
No, they gave it to me for free. No, you know what it was? There was this guy, his name was like Clifton or Clayton or something.
Clayton.
You know what I'm talking about? I don't know. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't know.
You know Brandon, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So Brandon and Clayton were there. I forgot his name, bro. Whatever. Like, and then because before I got the burger, I told Clayton, I was like, yo, can you get me something to eat? Like I gave him $20. I was like, buy me something, like, because I couldn't just leave my ex there, you know.
Yeah, burger with no cheese here was probably like $50. You guys ever been to a NASCAR race?
Wait, hold on. Before let me finish. I'm almost done. This is like the end of the story. So then
it sounds real annoying. Like I feel bad for you for having to be in that situation.
Really?
Yeah.
It's his life, you know. That wasn't the worst situation that year. I almost died like a bunch of times. But yeah. So anyways. So then I gave this guy $20, and then basically I never saw him again. And I was like, fuck, I lost $20, right?
Why'd you give him 20 bucks?
Because I only had 20s on me.
Wait, for what though? What was he doing for you? For the burger?
For the cheeseburger?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna like what I was gonna say. Hey, give me change. I need a cheeseburger.
Oh,
Where did they get the
it
cheeseburger
was
from? You saying
conspiracy.
Clayton got a cheeseburger?
Like that, I gave the guy 20. This is some random guy. I don't know him. I told him, yo.
Why would you do that?
I was
dude?
panicked. Like I don't know. I was like very
He
stressed and
wanted to
stuff.
save her life.
Yeah, I want to save her life, bro.
Crazy, man.
I gave, but he was
that
with Brandon,
cape
so
on.
I figured he was cool, you know. So I was like, you know,
He put his cape on.
if anything, I
he
could
wants
just
to get the cheeseburger. No cheese,
If
just
any-
wet.
yeah, it's substitute the old 86 the cheese
And now she's
water.
living.
86 the water.
86.
Oh, they just dipped it in some fucking
No, it was
a bucket
raining.
of
Bro.
water.
It was raining.
It was,
Oh,
dipped in,
wow.
it was dipped in acid rain.
No, but
So,
listen.
eat the fucking burger.
But listen. So she can't get mad. She
Shit.
gonna listen to
Oh,
that. She'll be
no.
like, "Wow, I knew he was an asshole." He's so mean to me.
I can't believe she had the audacity to faint on you.
I know, right?
Yeah, right. The nerve.
The
But
nerve.
then-
At Rolling Loud, how embarrassing.
But yeah, I had to take her home. But then the thing is like,
Did you go back to Rolling Loud? You took her home.
she told me to. But wait, listen. So then after that, they were like, "Oh, did you give her like the paramedics were like, oh, did she take anything? It was just weed. Like, was it any like Molly or anything? You could tell us." And I was like, "No, it was just weed, and she only took like one hit." And they're like, "Mm-hmm. Was it really just weed?" And I was like, "Yes, it was."
Spice, maybe.
Spice. No, I smoked the same thing. And I was fine.
You ever smoke spice?
No,
You smoke spice?
Yeah,
for real. Did you
Yeah.
die?
I mean,
a little
Pretty
bit.
much.
Yeah.
Really?
I died a little bit.
After I'm done with my story, I'm gonna ask you about Spice. Okay, so remember, please.
Jesus, it's
I'm
like
almost
a
done. This,
fucking
bro.
40-minute story.
You're out of time.
Exactly. I don't even know how much times I gotta hit that
Oh,
shit.
you out of time, baby.
But at least I tell them fast, so you can't even get mad. Anyways, so then, you know, like basically, I get the I was gonna say something about. So
What do
then-
you get? You basically get the what?
So yeah, I gave the nigga $20 to get me a burger, and then he didn't. Like I never saw him again. Whatever. So then they're like, "Oh, you gotta take her home. She can't be here." And I was like, "All
probably
right,
kept your change.
huh?"
You probably
kept
never
your
got the
change.
burger.
Yeah. No, but it's funny because I've never met this guy in my life, right? And whatever. So after that whole scene and ordeal happened, I took her home, right? And I was like kind of not talking to her because I was like kind of like I saw her different. I was just like,
Nerd.
whatever. So it was like a weird vibe. And then I dropped her home. She's like, and we went to go get McDonald's. She's like, oh, you could have gone. You can go gone back. And I'm like, you're crazy. And I broke up with her like at that moment.
Yo, for real?
Yeah.
And never looked back.
No, we
Because
got
of
back
what she
together.
put you through that
Yeah, I
day?
was just through a lot of trauma, so that it was. Just, I was just feeling really weird, but we got back together eventually, and then broke up again.
I bet.
Then-
It sounds like it was very traumatic for
Yeah,
you.
but then it's funny because like fast forward a couple weeks later, I'm chilling with Brandon at his crib, and then a bunch of niggas are there, and who do I see?
The nigga who took your 20
Nigga
bucks.
that took my $20.
I don't know what happened.
And he was like, I was like, yo, you remember I gave you $20, bro, and I never seen you again. He's like, yo, bro, listen. Before you get mad, just know I wasn't even selfish with the money. I'm not like other niggas, bro. I took your money and I spent it on the bros, bro. I spent it on the homies. I'm like,
Spend what got fucking dub sack of weed or some shit?
right. No, but I'm like,
4 or
okay,
5 sacks.
yes, that's still my money. It's still
Yeah,
spending my
like-
money, even if it's on the bros. Like,
Did you get it back?
No, he's like, I didn't. You know,
Yeah, I
what we
get
say,
you.
Why
but
did
it's-
he even give that reasoning? Like
He was trying to
that
like.
made it worse.
I mean, we're cool. Like he's a cool guy. Like
Oh, you fuck with him?
yeah, like, he just has good vibes. But like, it was just funny because like I run into him again, and then I get to confront him about it, and he's just like, "Whoa,
Never thought you
whoa,
would see this.
man." You think he's gonna say? I don't know. I hope Brandon sees it. Fuck you, Brandon. Honestly,
Damn,
I see him.
why are you saying that?
I see him randomly so many places. He just like pops up. He's like, "Hey, Nick, yeah, what's up?"
Hey, Nick.
I get
Like
Definitely
you're always going
watching
through like
this
some
guy.
traumatic ass shit
Yeah.
where it's like that shouldn't be the first question you ask.
Yeah, I drowned one time, and then like the lifeguard had to save my life, and then I see him. He's like,
He ends up
"Hey,
in the pool like, hey, Nick.
how's it going?"
Not helping you.
Yeah. So about Spice.
Oh, fuck
Oh.
Spice.
Yeah, tell us.
All right.
Good
so
time.
has something? Oh, you're gonna talk about it,
Yeah,
or you're saying fuck you?
Oh, you out of time, baby.
You got
I think-
birthday
I think
plans?
that should
You're gonna
wrap it
smoke
up.
spice on your birthday? Oh, are we? Is
Well,
that
how
what
long
you're
has it been?
saying? I don't know.
Long.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How do you know? Is that the time? Up there
Yeah, I
accurately?
just pulled the time up so you guys could see it.
Well, how long is it? Because I don't want to get up.
An hour and 43 minutes.
That's
44
let's go to
minutes.
3, bro. Fuck it.
We're
Nah,
going
keep
to
it
3
live.
3
hours?
hours.
What time is it?
I'm sorry, but I'm tapping out. We're not doing 3
Well,
hours.
he has to
Three.
work. He has to work in the morning.
Nah,
He has
it's
to make
not
money
even
to
it.
provide for his. Yo, you
He has to
provide.
feed-
This nigga provided.
He has to feed the kids.
I got a family to provide for, man.
Family.
Yeah. Got to put food on the table.
Here, who wants to wrap it up with the last topic?
So
Anything you guys want to, anything important and near and dear to your heart?
So, do you have any advice for anyone before we go?
be yourself.
Oh my God, that's exactly what my mom was saying the other day when I came
Nah,
home
No,
from
no,
the
no.
hospital.
That's-
Please don't make this serious.
That that's
This is a
that's
joke.
that's never good advice.
Yeah, don't be yourself, kids. You get
Yeah.
places by not being yourself. Now, on a separate note, what was your mom saying?
She told me to be myself when I got out the hospital. I don't know what that was supposed to mean.
Because they probably switched all your skin cells with another person.
Probably. She
She's like,
sees me
And your
different
mom is
now.
in on it.
She's like, please be yourself. Please be yourself.
So no, nothing that we're gonna leave the people with to think about.
The weed was really good.
Who's the one? Who's the one gay one in the room right now? What?
No, who's
Wearing a
who got coronavirus
Who got the
in the room?
coronavirus? No.
Yo, let's not
Which
even put the
one out of
energy on
them?
no one. Because I know, because with you be like on some black.
Honestly,
black
we
spell
probably all
shit.
have it right now. It's
Yeah,
not gonna
you
make a
guys-
difference.
You think
Yeah.
so?
So like, if you're with me, you got that.
You didn't say
Oh, yeah,
that.
she just left
You
the
guys-
hospital recently, so
Yeah.
she
Sure.
probably already contracted it.
Fresh out.
They won't even let me in the hospital.
They were kicking people
Why?
out because
'Cause
they
I'm
were
black.
over the
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
They're like,
Well, it's
off
been-
camera talk.
it's
But
been
yeah,
real.
honestly, we could keep it going because it's like
I mean, it's
it's not because I gotta work tomorrow because I never really on that shit. It's just because it is late
Yeah.
Let me see if it's still
as
running.
fuck. Yeah. So if you guys were to kill yourselves, how would you guys do it?
Whoa.
I would want to jump into a river like bungee jumping and let the bungee cords.
You're gonna sabotage your own cord, your
Wait,
own harness.
Before I answer that, I want to make a statement that was funny. When
Okay.
when I was looking at the clips that I cut up of the last interview with Breezy and I like put them on Instagram, it's funny because like after every topic he would like stop. He was like, "More the story, Nick. Don't be
Yeah,
don't be afraid to bring your girl."
it's
Bro.
like he was clinging on to that.
No, but it's funny every single clip because it was like we weren't even talking about we were talking about cats and he was like,
Yeah,
"Point is, Nick,
boy.
don't be afraid to bring your girl around your homies."
Yo, that was comedy.
What happened?
You're gonna sit here and edit this?
No, it's funny. I
I ain't gonna
made
edit
that
shit.
But that was really funny because it's like we're not even talking about it. It's like, point is, Nick, don't be afraid. But yeah. But if I was to kill myself,
Make it exciting.
I would probably like do it anaphylactically.
Yeah, anaphylactically.
I don't know. I wouldn't want to kill myself. I like to live, even though it sucks.
No, I know. Obviously, living
Oh.
is fun, even though it does.
You're about
hurt.
Vanessa. You're about Vanessa Hudgens this whole podcast.
Well, how so?
Because she was like, she made like
She's
a comment.
sexy as fuck. What
made,
did she
like,
say?
She made like a comment about like people killing themselves or like a coronavirus. I don't really know.
Oh,
But like
yeah.
Twitter canceled her today.
It was like
Damn.
she was making. I think it was that she was making it like, oh, so what? People are dying, like we're good, kind of thing.
Who
But it's like-
cares? She's hot.
You think she's hot?
She's sexy as fuck. Yes.
You know what?
Wow,
You
you're
know.
so basic.
You know, I know something funny. You know, one time I like printed out like because before like the internet.
Yeah. Internet.
Tell us
Before,
where
like,
this is
The
going.
interwebs.
Before I had OnlyFans, what I would do is like before I would like
Yo,
go-
Google search.
I would Google image like Vanessa Hudgens nude pictures, or, like
Yeah.
the ones that
Yeah.
she said like
Yeah,
with
kids
Jake
used
Bell.
to do that in school all the time. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was like the beginning.
I used to cut them out and then put them in my wallet. And
Who she send those to? You said
to Jake Bell.
Drake Bell, Drake and Josh guy.
Yeah,
Wow.
but then it's funny because I cut it out and put it in my wallet. And I'll show people at school, and then they'll be like, "Whoa, you have Vanessa Hudgens nudes?"
You put it in your wallet.
Yeah, it's like in middle
Yo.
school. But then it's funny because my brother saw it, and he's like, Nick, this is bad. You can't have this. I'm like, now it's like,
This is
nigga, shut
bad.
up.
What a nerd. Shut the fuck up. Did he tell your mom on you? Did he snitch
Yeah,
on
he
you?
probably, bro. One time, you know, it's funny because my brother showed me porn for the first time ever. Cause
Really?
he showed me.
Okay.
He put on his
What a
website.
sicko.
He put on his website. It's called because he used to play RuneScape, and one of his friends said, "Oh, go on www."
Did you watch RuneScape porn?
No, it was just a website called www.runescape.com. And it's funny. He's like, one day he just comes home and shows me. He's like, "Oh, look, this is a website for RuneScape that my friend showed me today." And he goes on, and this is porn. And I'm like,
Yo.
I'm like 7 years old. I'm like, what is this?
Yo.
And it's like it's not like porn, like Pornhub, where it shows like, oh, select the category you want. It's like this is like 2001 porn, where it's like it just pops up and it just keeps coming.
Like spam on the dial-up internet
Yo,
too,
that-
right? I know exactly.
yeah.
What you're
It just
talking
keeps
about.
coming and coming and coming. Like no pun
Do you
intended.
remember? Were you ever in chat rooms like in the
Never.
early 2000s?
My
Oh
mom didn't let
God.
me do
Yeah,
it.
I was.
I was ASL.
Me and my friends.
Do you know what ASL means?
Ass
No, I
sex
don't.
location.
Age, sex, location.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then-
yeah.
And then you would get into like the chat
That's
room.
cyber.
Yeah, let's cyber.
I go on chat rooms in cyber.
I would
Yeah.
never. I only owe
And I
my
used-
gold.
I used to be young.
You know what
as fuck,
cyber
trying to
is? Cybering? It's cyber sex. It's like phone sex
Like a cyber
Yeah.
predator.
or sexting, but it's like chat room
chat
sex.
room, like chat room,
I used
because
to do it.
that was the early time.
What was like your favorite
Cyber
like,
sex.
What was your favorite
Cyber.
platform to like talk to people on, like your sweetie? Like I like Skype.
I am.
I love
aim.
Skype.
I got banned on Uvu. I really liked Uvu.
When you're showing your tits.
You sweetie.
No,
You're showing you're showing your
you know,
pussy to
every
everyone?
time.
You're beating your pussy.
Not even. I was
Yo.
just showing my pussy.
Just slapping the puss.
How do you get banned off of Uvu?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Really
I
don't know.
remember. Ooh.
I don't know
Forgot
how I got
about that
banned.
one.
I used to be on like group chats with everyone.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was fun.
Do you remember like calling friends and like adding like a fucking 15 people on the line?
Yeah. No, I never had 15 friends.
I didn't even know that was possible.
Yeah.
15 people, or you just
It was
like
funny.
Bro, we're so surprised that we can only get 3 people on FaceTime, right?
no, you get more than 3.
No, you can't. For
Yeah,
real.
you can.
For
It
real?
could be like 4. I think the most is 6.
Yo, imagine like, have you ever been like in a group chat where like people just add you with like a bunch of random people?
numbers on
Yo, who was on your top 4?
on MySpace.
Yeah,
You know,
Oh.
Justin was in my time.
or top 8,
Which
whatever the
Justin
fuck you had.
Gonzalez?
Were you guys a top 4 type of person, top 8, or top 16 type of
8.
person?
8?
Top 6.
Top 8. I was like a top 4ish.
I think Katie
Holly
was
was
too.
in my top. Katie Serrano.
Yeah. You
She
know,
was
I'll
in
say
my-
her last.
top 8ish, 4ish.
Yeah.
just kidding.
No, she was. Yeah, she was
No, I don't
probably in
think
my
she-
top in
But I-
middle school.
I didn't have. I
If
didn't
you,
have
if you,
MySpace
that
until, like,
concept is so
high school.
cringy though. Like if you
Why?
think about it, like I'm gonna display my friends for everyone to see.
No, you
who's
know what I
my
used to
top
do?
8
Yeah.
friends.
You know
and
what
then
I
make
used
your
to
friends
do?
feel some type of way.
Yeah, when you move. Yo,
what
that's so fucking.
You know what I used to
cringy.
do? I used to like put everyone as like my on Facebook. I put like, oh, this is my brother. This is my like he's my brother on Facebook, and we were not that close at that time. I was like, oh, Felix.
Oh,
I
just
was like,
add-
who's
Oh,
cool?
me?
Yeah.
As family.
I was
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
I
it's
was
funny.
like, who's cool? Oh, Felix is cool.
Remember on
We
add
probably
it to my
weren't even
brother.
hanging out at that time when you did that.
There's a
That's
point on
funny.
Facebook where it was like important. You had to change it to like in a relationship, or else your
Yeah.
social, like your real
Oh, yeah.
relationship, wasn't real.
Not
unless it was Facebook.
you know what I
official.
would do that's kind of clever, like on the guy side. Like I would put like married to, right? So like a girl that's like my friend, like, oh, we're married to him, but then everyone would be like, oh, is that your girlfriend?
Oh, that's the loophole.
Yeah, because like
Well, I
you're,
understand.
because like you're not like a nerd enough, like you're not so nerdy that like you're not married to like in a relationship with
I'm
no
not really
one.
married to her. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like cool enough. Like, oh, okay, there's a girl.
You know, like on Facebook, how it would be like in a relationship. You lost.
Yeah.
You know, on Facebook, how it would be like in a relationship with,
Yes.
or you could put like it says married to. So
Okay.
instead of putting in a relationship with a girl, he'd put married to.
So
So like if
married.
another girl saw it, he'd be like, "Oh, that's just like my best
Yeah,
friend."
it's my best friend.
Oh,
We
it's
just
just a
Yeah.
14-year-old boy who's married.
Yeah.
Right? No, but you would do that to your homeboy.
Do you remember bulletin boards?
It's like
Oh man.
I didn't give myself enough time to read them.
Do you remember bulletin boards
No,
on
what is that?
MySpace?
MySpace, yeah, you
Yeah.
post a bulletin.
No, I didn't know.
That was lit. I like the whole like the format of MySpace.
You
I
know
like
my-
the
Yeah.
music. You hop on their page and just
Justin Timberlake.
start
bought
playing
it, I
music.
think.
I didn't. Did you guys ever use Tumblr?
Yes.
Not really,
I used to love
no.
Tumblr.
You made a lot of nice Tumblr pictures. What are you saying?
Yeah, I did have a Tumblr, but I didn't really use it. There's probably like 2 posts on there.
I would use that to look at Supreme.
Yeah. I kind of feel like that's kind of where like a good like rising of it became like off of Tumblr. Right? No.
Oh, well, like
You know what I was gonna-
streetwear,
You know what I was
Of
gonna say?
like-
urban
Of
shit.
just like Supreme.
She said
though.
rising. I was gonna say.
Is that not the right? That's probably not the right words.
No.
for it, but
Wait,
you know
say
I
what you said
mean.
again.
I kind of feel like with Tumblr, like when Tumblr came out, that's when
Yeah.
Supreme became like
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
things exploded.
exploded
Tumblr.
off of Tumblr.
'Cause
Like
of
and
Geo.
yeah,
People as well.
Because
yeah.
of Geo.
Geo, what do you mean by that?
Well,
Not
no.
our Geo, the other Geo. The fashion Geo.
What did
Yeah,
he do?
but
I
not
don't know,
really.
he was
No,
just
it was
fashion.
just it's people
It
all
was
around
just
the world.
fashion. Geo is fashion.
Tumblr's really like really diverse though, if when you think about it, because
It
a lot
was.
of times you don't know half the people you're following are like on the other
There's
side of the
fire
world.
nudes on Tumblr.
Are there?
Chinese people have a lot of drip.
Yeah, they do.
Yo, I went to New York and I was in Chinatown and all them
K-pop drip.
All the
All
Chinese
Asian
people had like the
excessive
craziest
drip.
drip. Yeah, they have off-white everything.
Yeah,
got some
off-white
swagger.
with the Supreme, with the fucking Balenciaga.
Yo, you're like a
shit.
girl Geo because you talk about rap stuff, you talk about fashion. You just haven't talked about sports yet, but I don't care about sports.
Or
so it's
you watch
fine.
cricket? I talked about NASCAR. But
Cricket?
you've never been to a
My
NASCAR.
dad used to play cricket.
Hey, my dad plays cricket.
For real, at
You
Southridge
look
Park.
like you would be good at cricket.
At Southridge Park.
Yeah, my dad owned. Yeah, my dad played.
You
the
own
NASCAR.
Southridge?
They probably
No.
played together.
No, he had a
They
team.
probably did.
He had a team.
They probably did.
It's hilarious.
I probably
Yeah.
saw it. I
Your
probably
dads
seen
know
you.
each other.
I probably
Probably.
seen you like a long ass time ago.
Your
and didn't know
dad
you.
probably friends with my dad. My dad goes every Sunday to the park and still plays.
He used to take me every Sunday.
Yeah,
and
I
he
mean,
would take me
I
by
don't know.
Burger
They
King.
used to play in Larry and Penny Park like a long time ago.
Damn,
the
you
whole
guys are
Yeah.
meant for each other. I feel like I'm right.
Why?
for
Because our
making
dads
this
play.
match.
Because our dads play cricket.
You
Aren't
guys
you
have
like-
like a lot
aren't
of
you kinda
chemistry off the
Guyanese?
rip.
Yeah, like how.
For real. What you looking at? You guys are playing footsies down there? Yo.
I've been playing
Imagine if
footsies
I-
both ways. the whole
I,
time.
I see it.
Except I'm like,
thought it was
gotta go. What I do? What I do?
Nah, we're not playing footsies for the record.
Footsies both ways. Damn.
So when's the date?
Today's
Four?
the 19th.
No, when's the date with you two?
Oh.
Oh. He's like, oh.
What's it
Remember,
good
I'm
for?
married
Oh, married.
on
Oh,
Facebook
man.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
It's
no.
complicated.
to the streets.
Do we
Married
have
to the game.
Gunshots for that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's go on a date to a. Have you ever been to a?
What's your ideal date? Okay, so
have you
first
ever been
dates-
to a gender neutral bathroom?
Yes, and I think tacos and tattoos, but that's all bathrooms because your
For real.
bathroom at home.
Oh, they
is
got a
gender
general neutral and
But like-
tacos and tattoos.
But like,
You've been to
is
tacos and
this-
tattoos?
it's.
Yeah.
You want to hear a funny story about tacos?
I
and
like
tattoos?
I don't.
So
You don't.
so
I like the
Doesn't
beer
offend.
bucket they got. It's like $1 beer.
so the first
I
time
think
I
Oh,
ever.
I know what you're talking about. That strong.
They got a
can.
bucket filled with just random beers.
So the first time
And
I
they're
ever.
$1 each.
the
No,
fir-
they're like you just whatever you want to pay for it, you pay. I think it's like a donation beer. You get a beer and you just donate. So you give them $1, $2.
Oh, I
I
don't know.
don't.
The night I went was like food truck style. They were doing some new shit.
So
Yeah.
the first time I ever was looking for a apprenticeship for a tattoo apprenticeship, I went to tacos and tattoos, and I was like, "Hey, I'm looking for a job as an apprentice," and they're like, "For what?" I want to be a tattoo apprentice. And like, "Oh, this is a restaurant,"
Yo,
and I was like,
you're
"Oh,
insane.
what?" I didn't know because I
Gotta go.
and the guy's like, "Oh, hold on, let me get my manager so he can give you a job application." And I dipped. I was
So
like,
you didn't apply.
No, I went to Alcoholic, and then I was like, "Hey, can I get a job?" And they're like, "Yeah, why not?"
Sure, dude.
We don't see no problem.
Why not?
You
Yeah.
passed the background check.
Background check. What I look like this guy?
Ooh, gunshots for that one.
Whoa,
Just
whoa.
What's the statute of limitations on that joke?
I don't know.
Yo, let's just change shirts and just continue going.
Oh yeah, you guys should change shirts and then just start.
You want to
beating
start a
each
whole
other.
new podcast?
Listen, no, actually, because he wears the same jacket on all the podcast. I was gonna tell you
Do
about
you?
it.
Say the same jacket.
No, you.
No,
wore a
before-
hoodie
I wore the
last time.
hoodie.
You wore my Alcoholic jacket on all the podcasts.
There's one where I'm wearing a different jacket. But yeah, I know
But you
that's
know-
honestly on purpose. You know that I want to remain like a character with like uniform.
Truth be told, he probably didn't
You want
shower.
your hoodie back?
And he doesn't change.
Nah, I showered a few times within those dates. Just a few.
No, but it doesn't matter that we just like change shirts. It's just like, oh, keep going. We can do that. Why not?
We can, but it's not. Who's she gonna change shirts with? This is like a 2-hour long podcast. Yo, what the fuck?
How many hours is it? No, it's still at 2. We can end
2.
it. Follow us. This is the end of the show. I want to get McDonald's. So, all right, y'all
You're
boys.
gonna go get a frappe.
Yeah, another. This is my
You want to
third.
be a star, don't you?
That's all, folks.
Bye, guys.
We don't got it, bro.
You're supposed to.
Oh yeah.
You're supposed to do the gunshots.
Out, baby.
Fuck the barbs.
Well, you ruined it by saying you're supposed to do the gunshots because I knew it.
I thought you were gonna.
All right, let's cut that out and then splice it up to here.
I'm gonna keep all this in it.
So-
I'm gonna put it right there. I'm gonna keep all this in it. And it's gonna go like The Sopranos.
Oh shit! All right, and we're out.